Beats Planet.
Listen, listen, listen. First and foremost, let's be composed. Let's be calm. Let's take a nice, deep, happy breath. And then go. Okay. The right thing to say is, okay, let's not terrorize any Giants fans right now. Okay. Let me just come off the rip and say the Giants are not a terrible football team, but we were supposed to beat them. So off the rip, let's just not lose our minds. Let's take one big deep breath and just start over and go. However, huh? Did you see him? Was you watching on the TV? Was you looking? Were your eyes open when it was manifested in front of you? When it was manifested, play it again. Play it again. Some of y'all are brand new here. Some of y'all have been on the ride before. This is my post-game show. It's the best post-game show in the land, and what we do here is we rejoice. We rejoice of the greatness that has just happened and the greatness to come. Let me hit this button again. Let me hit it again. Play it again. Play it again. Play it again. Coach Evans is in the chat box. He hit me up earlier. He said, "Oh, your running quarterback had a good game too." Shit, play it again. What the fuck? Just in case you're new here, Cowboy W's make everything better. If you've been washing your clothes all week, there's no fabric softener that can soften your clothes like a Cowboy W. It's not. There's no loaf of bread that can fill you like a Cowboy W. Let me take a sip of my water real quick. The water tastes better after a Cowboy W. My war chant sounds better after a Cowboy W. Yeah, wrong with them. All they said was Dak Prescott, Rain Dakota Prescott, cannot do it without Ezekiel Elliott. They said Dak was going to drive the bus. They say Zeke was going to stir the drink. They said you can't get it done without him. I ain't even know Zeke was on the team today. Play it again. I ain't even know Zeke was on the team today. And it ain't like I didn't know Zeke was on the team because Tony was so fantastic and the run game was holding it down that we just didn't even get a good feel of what the run game was. No, Dak Prescott took this thing over. You know what I like the most about it? You know the most Illuminati move out of all this was when young Rain Dakota Prescott, he went to the media. And this is what he said to the media when they asked him, "Hey, man, Zeke out here fighting for his right to party. Zeke out here wilding for his respect. Zeke out here taking his vacation to the Cabo St. Lucas, and he out here fighting for his money. Rain, you gonna fight for your money?" Dak said, "Nah, I'm not gonna fight for my money. I'm gonna play my contract out because I'm contractually obligated to play it out this year, and we gonna see what's gonna happen." You know why Rain Dakota Prescott wanted to play it out and see what was gonna happen? Because he was at practice. Zeke wasn't at practice. Zeke was in Cabo St. Lucas with Marshall Falk and Rocky Arsenault. He was in Cabo with them. But Dak was with Kellen Moore. He knew the storm that was on the way with young Kellen Moore. Play it again. Boy, Dak lined up at practice one day, And Jamez Olawale was at the X, and he was like, huh? What is Jamez Olawale doing at the X? But then he looked out there and he saw, because Joe Thomas is lined up with him. Because what we're going to do is we're going to put Jamez in the fullback spot. Then we're going to shift the formation, put him at the running back spot, let the strong linebacker get in man coverage with him. Then we're going to put Jamez on the X for the mismatch, and we're going to throw it deep to him. And Dak says, Dak started chanting to him. Dak started chanting. Dak started talking. Dak said, man, this is going to be the offense right here? This going to be the offense right here? When Kellen Moore was going up the stairs, he said, you got 4 touchdowns in that bag right there? Bow! Hit him again. Listen, let me be rational Voch for a second while I'm talking on the best Cowboy post-game show in the land. Let me be rational for a second. We knew we were going to beat the hell out the Giants. I mean, sure, they got the last few garbage time points. They got the last few points. I mean, like Van Der Esch had some bets in Vegas that they'll at least get to 17. So Van Der Esch kind of let them get off for a little bit. And we were supposed to beat the Giants. So, I'm not super enthused by this, but 25 of 32, 405 yards and 4 touchdowns is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Young Rain Dakota Prescott is ready to get his money. You know who else is ready to get their money? Amari Cooper. Play the button for Amari Cooper. Play it for Amari Cooper. We like to take calls on this show. Because like I said, we rejoice in brotherhood. You can't just have rejoicing brotherhood with 2 people. We want to get a congregation of people. So everybody come on in and pull up your chairs and grab a snack and sit down somewhere. Drink some water because water tastes better after a Cowboy W. I want everybody to come in and chill because I'm going to take all your calls. The number to call in is 515-606-5187, access code 309-104. It's on the screen. You heard my voice say it. It's in the description. It's in the title this time because that's how I feel. And I'm sure somebody in the chat box will hold it down for me, but Amari Cooper was ready. I jumped in the Illuminati chat box with me and Okoye Media and Law Nation and Foots the King, and we were having that top tier level Illuminati discussion. We was talking about the different things that we were impressed by with this offense, and what I like is that we all had different answers. Okoye was talking about Kellen Moore and how easy the throws are for Dak. And I talked about, I'm noticing that we're manipulating space a little bit better. We're manipulating leverage a little bit better. Normally with brother Scott Linehan, and boy, he got pushed off the bridge at the right time. We were talking about Linehan. He'll probably run 2 slants on one side and he'll run 2 hitches on the other side. It'll look real identifiable. It'll look real diagnostic looking. I can figure this out if I look at it. But Kellen's route combinations were creative. If you're new to this show, what I do is we're doing this today, but I'm going to break down film throughout the week. I'm going to drop about 3 film breakdowns to really get into this thing. On my next point, Amari Cooper getting off. Oh, he opened up the floodgates for young Michael Gallup. Press the button. Press the button. Press the button. Michael Gallup leading this thing with 7 receptions for 158 yards. Huh? 158. His longest was 62. And what we see from this offense now is that we're going to dominate you with Amari Cooper real early. And that's what we saw. We're going to look at the matchups. We're going to take what you give us, but what you give us, you got to be cognizant of what you give us. Because if you give us too much Amari Cooper, we can smoke you in one play with Amari Cooper. But this is the flip side. When we start smoking you with Amari Cooper, your head coach got to look at your defense coordinator and say, hey, fam, come on now. What we're going to do by 19? And when you look back and say, well, coach, you want me to double them? You want me to bracket them? You want me to put an extra set of eyes over there? Cool. But when you do that, not only does young Michael Gallup get off, but Randall Cobb gets some. Cut it back on. Cut my drop on. Randall Cobb gets a smooth 4 catches for 69 yards and a touchdown. This thing was looking smooth. It was looking symmetrical. You know, you look at Baker Mayfield and them. I don't want to touch on the peanut gallery too much, but it's a couple people that'll push Dak Prescott off a bridge for Baker Mayfield, and they got Beckham over there. They got Odell Beckham and them over there. The Browns was on this Super Bowl campaign, run the parade right now. We ain't do the playoff thing last year, but just run the parade right now, because I will push my quarterback off a bridge for young Baker Mayfield. And Baker looked out of sync. Baker looked like he didn't know which direction to throw the ball in, but young Rain Dakota Prescott and Kellen Moore and Amari Cooper and Randall Cobb and everything was just smooth. It was just smooth and it was operating. Now, the first drive, it kind of whatever a little bit, but once it got moving, then the first 2 touchdowns were to the 2 tight ends. Were to Jason Witten and Blake Jarwin. Aren't y'all proud of Blake Jarwin? Blake used to run the seams and end up at the pylon somewhere. Now he know how to bend and curve now. He know how to get right behind that linebacker and right in front of that safety and how to fit between the two when it's a cover 2 look. I'll break it down later on this week, but Blake has evolved. Blake has evolved. Michael Gallup has evolved. And the old men and Randall Cobb and Jason Witten just fits this thing nicely. Even Jameis Olawale, who I was ready to push off a bridge, he served a purpose. He served a purpose in terms of, let's dictate this coverage. Let's figure out what's going on. If Jameis is at the X, you see a linebacker out there with him, you know the coverages that you're dealing with. And if you're going to be in man coverage, get it to your man coverage. Let me play it one more time. Play it again, man. Play it again. I noticed that, somebody on one of my social media networks, they was like, yo, Voch, why we keep trying to get the Giants to jump off sides? They're not jumping off sides. Well, this is what that's doing. It's keeping them honest. So when Dak comes to the line of scrimmage, we want to know what coverage they in. We want to know what the defense is up to. We want to know what kind of shenanigans you trying to pull off. And defense is disguised. They have the right to move. We don't. So the best ways to figure out what a defense is doing, let's dead count them. Let's walk up to the line of scrimmage and say down, set, hut, because they got to show us what they're doing. Defense, they're either going to show us what they're doing or they're going to be out of position. You know what I mean? So if they're going to show us, well, cool, we're going to walk up and hut, and we're not going to snap it. And when you show us, we're going to make the adjustment. We're going to call an audible to exploit whatever coverage that you gave us, and we're going to march up and down the field. Listen, man. Listen. This thing looks nice. I understand it's the Giants. I understand we're supposed to put hands all over these people. But that's what the league is all about. You beat the people you're supposed to beat. The Browns were supposed to beat the Titans. They didn't. They didn't. You beat the teams you're supposed to beat. Because if we'd have lost to the Giants, that'd have been a whole nother conversation, and people would have been on our back. So don't listen to the people that say, oh, it's just the Giants. No, you completed the objective. You completed the objective, and that's cause for celebration, because we walked into the fight and we walked out of this thing undefeated. Cut the damn button. I'm about to get into these calls real quick. Get into these calls real quick. They're wrong with y'all. Man. Let me take a look at this, man. Shouts out to Toot, man. Drop 5 in the Cash App. I appreciate you and your support. I know I got a super chat too somewhere. Let me pull up my super chat list, and then we're gonna get into these phone calls, man. So everybody that called in, this ain't the regular show. This is the super regular season post-game show. So, we got a lot of callers. So just be cognizant. I want you to get your points off. I'm not these other shows. I'm not these other programs that say, hey, y'all, I want y'all to call in, but I don't get to your call, or I just hang up on you in 10 seconds. We don't want to do that. David Lucena, he says, what's up, Voch? What's happening, Dave? New season, brother. I'm very excited. After this first game, it looks like we finally have an offense. Everything gelled together. Very excited for your show. Kill it this shit. That's me pounding on my chest. Appreciate it, Dave. Dropping a dime in the super chat. And FF Medic 410, he dropped a deuce in the super chat. He said, preach. Appreciate you, sir. Let's jump into these phone calls, man. I want y'all to react. I want to know what y'all got to say. I want to hear you. I want to hear your thoughts because I'm up here walking on cloud 9, cloud 4. That's Dax Cloud. And, hey, let's run it for the cardio. Let's get into this. I want to know what y'all water tastes like. Platinum Caller, Chris, what's your water taste like over there, man?
Hey, listen, let me tell you something. The 757, this water is tasting delicious. But I need to know one thing. Can I get the Glock club? Let me get that Glock click.
I ain't got it on. Hey, bro, I ain't got it on me today, man. I ain't got it on.
Come on, man. This is the post game. This is the post game of all post games.
I'm not on location. I'm not on location.
Okay. Hey, I know tomorrow when you do the post, when you do the Monday show, you'll have it. Listen here, man.
Tell you what, I got this, though. Time out. I got this, though. I got that for you. Now what?
That's right. Gotta have that.
Got that war chant. What you got for me, bro? Talk to me.
Listen, bro. Rain, Dakota Prescott was doing his thing. My dude was doing his thing. Came out, hushed the naysayers. I think you gotta talk just cold cash trash about Dane, my boy Rain Dakota Prescott. So he come out and show both his booty cheeks to the entire world and say, kiss it, baby.
Chris, I didn't even know Zeke was playing tonight. I forgot Zeke was active. I forgot he was active.
Come on, man.
Come on.
Hey, man, the crazy part about it is that he just spread the ball around all over the place. I'm talking about Witten, Jarwin, Gallup, Cobb, Amari. I mean, dude, he was dropping it in the bucket. My family thought I was going crazy in here. Because I was screaming how Rain was doing his thing,
You
man.
supposed to.
Listen,
look, man, I done got up and flexed at the TV. I'm screaming all in the living room. That's what you supposed to. When young Michael Gallup was getting off, when Randall Cobb was getting off, and that symmetry started showing. That's what we've been waiting for. Dude, man.
He was just moving, man. Kellen was moving around the formation, making people declare. And, bruh, hats off to my all-pro center back. Listen, man, Joe Looney did an admirable job last year, man.
Yes, sir.
Admirable. Workman type job. Deserved his money, deserved all his praise. But it's different with Fast Freddy running the point. With Fast Freddy is running the point, baby.
Wait a minute. What you call him?
I call him Fast Freddy, man. Because when we drafted him, didn't nobody know who the hell Travis Frederick was. I was like, who the hell is he? Ever since then, his name is Fast Freddy, because that's my guy. That's my guy.
I love that, man. Pro Bowler, they just forgot about. They forgot we had a whole Pro Bowler in the tank ready to come back. They forgot.
Dude, he was ready. The pocket was clean. Did Dirk touch the ground today?
No.
Remember, come on. Give me one cry on that. Did Dirk touch the ground today?
Play it again.
Outside of running outside the pocket.
Play it again. Dak jersey was pretty as ever.
Pretty crystal clean. You ain't gotta wash it.
You can wear it next week.
All I gotta say, man.
Yeah.
All I gotta say to Steven, man. His hand game has been impeccable. Ain't nobody put no hands on him. He's standing up there like Ale Boombaye. He the champ. But listen, man. Give me my money.
Give
me my money.
Talk to him.
Give me my money. Pay my quarterback, man. I'm gonna get out of here, man, because it's clock game, baby. I'm going to listen to the rest of the show, and I'm definitely calling back tomorrow, man.
Great call.
Great show, man. Love you, man.
Great call, Chris. He's look, that boy say Dak Prescott jersey so clean he wearing it again next week. Man, that's a fantastic point. The offensive line, hey, Dak ain't get touched tonight. Dak ain't get touched. Like B.J. Hill can play. Dexter Lawrence can play. Those guys are Dalvin Tomlinson. Those guys can play. They ain't touched my quarterback. Sure did not. Let's get back into the phones. Okay, cool. What up, Unc?
Man, it's on, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you know back in the days, man, when you was young, you be like, it's on like a chicken bone. It was just real simple. It's on like a chicken bone. Sometimes you just got to keep it simple, man.
Yeah.
Man, it's on, bro.
Yeah.
Man, look. Cowboys are loaded, man, like a chili cheese baked potato from Wendy's, baby. You know what I'm saying? But look, hold on. Hey, Dallas Cowboys, man, are loaded like a baby diaper full of a fresh warm bottle of Similac. You know what I'm saying? You ever had a baby just suck on a fresh warm bottle of Similac and he just started dishing out? That's how we loaded, bro. Hey, let me tell you something. Yeah, you ever seen a crackhead from Bankhead that won the lottery? Hey, he loaded like a crackhead from Bankhead, baby. Man, let me tell you something, bro. It is on and popping, man. It is on and popping. Like the last caller say, dude didn't even get dirty, man. Dude was straight clean the whole time, man. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something about these haters. They out there. They're not talking. They are out there. They mad. They disgusted. They gonna cut your tires. They gonna kill your car. They gonna throw sneaker balls in your gas tank because they don't like you as a Dallas Cowboy fan. And if I wasn't a Dallas Cowboy fan, I wouldn't like me neither. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, listen.
Hey, man, let me say this here, man.
Go ahead.
Hey, man, I'm gonna leave you with this here, man. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I'm about to put on my Dallas Cowboy robe. I'm about to put on my thong slippers. I'm about to climb on top of this house and smoke me a cigar and look down upon these peasants. Because that's what they are to me. A bunch of freaking peasants. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, if they don't like me now, just wait. Just wait. That's all I got to say, man. Hey, we coming, baby. We coming. And it ain't no stopping it, baby. It ain't no stopping.
The boys are back in town. Listen, real fast. You know what I like about Kellen Moore offense the most? You remember we was watching the Bears offense, and it looked like they was just trying to do too much. They was just trying to get too cute. You know what I'm saying? We had creativity with ours, but we was practical. We did practical things. We got the ball to our horses, and then based off that coverage, we got the ball to the open, and we just marched down the field. Tell them about that.
Man, you know what I liked about Kevin Moore, but let me tell you something. See, the problem is with the world, they look down upon these young folks with thinking minds. Yeah. They try to think about the old. Look at the Oakland Raiders move. They done went and got a coach from 15, 20 years ago. There's something that he did with a team that he didn't even put together. And they think they going to pay him all this money. And this dude don't know what in the world going on right now in Oakland. Bro, when we made that move, I say, this dude is new. Yeah. This dude is young. He's fresh. So he's coming with something that these old school cats are not even coming with anymore. I'm going to tell you something. It's a copycat league. And he's not going to be – it's going to be a bunch of 20-something and 30-something year old offensive coordinators. It's going to be a bunch of 30-something and 40-something year old coaches in the league, bro. Because it's a copycat league, man. Out with the old, in with the new, baby. Out with the old, in with the new. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, man, thank you so much for calling in. Enjoy your Cowboy Monday. Give him hell, Lonk. Give him hell.
Have a good one, man.
Yes, sir.
God bless you.
Man, that is Big Seal the Great right there. He say loaded like a chili cheese baked potato from Wendy's. Come on, man. You don't get no more loaded than that. What am I putting that? What am I putting? Listen, man, I said it one time. I said 1,000 more times. We got the best post-game show in Cowboy land. I'm not exaggerating. How about this? 100 grand, what's crack-a-lacking?
Let me tell you something, man. I thought college football was yesterday, man.
What are you saying?
I thought it was yesterday, man. Wait a minute.
What you talking about?
I thought it was yesterday. Is that Alabama against New Mexico State again?
It better not be.
Is that Alabama against New Mexico State again?
100 grand. Let me tell you something. we First of all, man, turn your radio down. Turn down your radio. 100 grand. Turn down your laptop, man.
I turned you down.
I can still hear you. Well, listen, man. Listen, like everything was so perfect. Everything was so efficient. Now, I do think that the defense was a bit rusty, but once they get in regular season form, it's gonna be on like Donkey Kong play. Listen, man. Like once this thing get the rolling, look, we've been talking about Super Bowl since last year. 100 grand.
Exactly, 100%. And I'm gonna tell you this. I don't think our defense was rusty. I just say that's Saquon, yo. Ain't nothing you can do.
Yes, yeah, man. Saquon the dog, man.
That's Saquon. Ain't nothing you can do.
Saquon
it was Saquon and the Giants. That's what that was. Yeah. Saquon and the Giants. Yeah. And come on, man. Come on, man.
Did Zeke and Tony Pollard play today?
I didn't know Zeke was out there.
I didn't.
I want to get my money back.
No running game. That was Dak Prescott with no running game. I don't want to hear people. Everything has to be right for Dak Prescott to win. What running game we had? 56 yards.
Listen, man. I'm up here watching the game, and Dak up here ripping people to shreds, and Zeke got the ball. Like, man, I want my money back. Zeke ain't did nothing all day. Give me that cap.
Zeke didn't do nothing. Now I understand they had him on. They had him on a little count and all that. He was going in and out because they had him on a count. I get it. They didn't want to get him hurt, but Dak just showed he can win a game. We didn't need Zeke. We didn't need Tony for this game because we basically didn't have him.
Basically,
we didn't have him, and he put up four touchdowns, 25 out of 32. Come on, man.
You know, back in the day, if Dak throws the ball 32 times, we don't feel good about it. You know what I mean?
We don't.
Dak get you 400 yards on 25 completions. I like how that sounds.
Kevin Moore did his thing. I'm going to tell you right now. Kevin Moore did his thing. It was all scheme. And I'm going to tell you this right now. We need to pay Gallup, right? Can we pay Gallup now?
Boy, Gallup ready, man.
Gallup looked like the number one out there. Not cool.
Man.
You can't stop it. Everybody talking about, yo, the Patriots going to win it again. They got 2 number ones. Boy, but look for them Cowboys. What?
But listen, 100 grand. Watch this. Gallup got 7 for 158. Cooper still got 6 for 106 though. Cooper still got off.
That's what I'm saying. We got 2 number ones. You can't stop Gallup or Coop. And then you got Cobb doing his thing, breaking tackles. What are you saying? Witten going off, Jaron going off. What are you saying?
This thing is only going to get better.
Zeke ain't in rare form. We got the best offensive line, even though the running backs ain't do nothing. That can get touched. That's like, hey, was this even a game? He just back there all day.
Chilling. Playing patty cake. Yo, 100 grand. I appreciate you. I got 13 callers, man, but I appreciate you, bro.
All right, man. Cowboys Nation, man. Enjoy this win, baby.
Oh, man. Saquon is a dog, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Even though I do think my defense was a tad bit rusty in terms of how they was getting around and, things of that nature, and tackling maybe wasn't all. But boy, Saquon Barkley is a dog. I want him to come play for my team. Like I don't want Zeke gone. I just kind of, I just like Saquon. I just don't want him to be an enemy every week. You know what I'm saying? But boy, oh boy. Let's get back into some calls, man. I wanna continue to get y'all's reactions here. The number to call in is 515-606-5187, access code 309104, the best post-game show in the land. Brian Brown, what that water tastes like over there, sir?
It tastes excellent. By the way, how about them Cowboys?
Wait, Brian. You cut away, press the button. My effort translates into how about them Cowboys, by the way. Go ahead, Brian. Talk to him, man.
I tell you, Voch, the biggest difference I saw in this game and what surprised me the most is most Cowboys games, you can pretty much guess what's coming up next for offensive plays. You know they're going to be running up the middle first down. They're going to be running somewhere else second down. Then they're going to try and pick it up with a pass on a third down.
Yeah.
Man, I was going through this game. I had no idea what they were gonna do.
I tell you what, Brian Brown, on that one point when we were on the 2-yard line or so, first down, I believe, and everybody was like, this is the time to hand it to Zeke. We play action to Zeke, and we get Jason Witten wide open in the middle of the end zone. So you absolutely right. Go ahead. Keep talking.
Yeah, I know. And, the Giants were doing that, too. Their other defensive coach, they had no clue what was coming at him.
Good.
And
keep it like that.
And all of our receivers were coming up big, too. Cooper was beating double coverage frequently up there.
Yeah.
Michael Gallup was open a lot.
Mm.
Cobb was open a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just pure domination.
I can't wait to
And
break it down this week. I can't wait to break it down.
I can't wait for you to either. And as far as the defense goes, they looked rusty about the first quarter. They seemed to clean it up pretty good after the first quarter. They played lights out after that.
Sure, 100%. They only gave up 10 points when it really mattered, and then they just kind of gave up the 7 at the end, and garbage time or whatnot.
They're
but
playing the prevent.
Yeah. But if you can hold any team to like 10 or so points, I take that all day, every day. Especially when we putting up 35. And look, I'm 27 years old, so I wasn't around for the Cowboy dynasties, but I watched a little film. That's how they used to do back in the day. They used to get up on you early. They used to put the points on you quick and then just run the game out later. And Zeke got most of his carries in the second half of the game. So.
Oh yeah. I'm an old man. I used to see those days. I was watching those games. So.
Yeah. What else you got, Brian Brown? That's it.
That's what I got, man. I just wanted to call up and say, how about them Cowboys?
Thank you so much. Enjoy your Cowboy Monday. Keep drinking that good water, man.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you break down of this game, man.
It's happening.
Especially the offensive line. That offensive line was amazing today.
Oh, you already know, man. It's just in case y'all are new here, man. This is my post game show. It's the best post game show in the land. But throughout the week, I'm really film guy, so I'm gonna be breaking down film. I'm gonna try to drop 3 films in like a blog think piece type of deal, and we're gonna move on to the next week. But we're gonna celebrate this Cowboy. Where my button at for this Cowboy W? Press the button. Shouts out to my mother and my grandmother. They say that they listening and that they demand a shout out. So Catherine and Betty Jean, shouts out to y'all. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning into the show. Keep on supporting, all right? Let's get back into the phones. Let's see who's platinum on this list. Let's see who up in here. Brandon, how that water taste, man?
But the water is fucking delicious, man.
Oh, quit cussing on my show.
Good skin, good water, bud.
Oh.
I ain't at work, so I can talk like me today, bud.
Okay, cool.
I ain't got to put on the business voice right now, bud.
Listen, man, how fantastic was that offense, though, Brandon?
Man, but the offense ain't have no rust, bro. They ain't want no rust. And the thing is, we didn't even feature our running game. We didn't feature our horse out there. We told Dak go out there and beat their ass, and guess what? Dak beat their ass.
He did. Yeah, and he
Matter
did.
Of fact, your first caller said he wanted to click. I got him for you, bud.
Okay.
This is Ruger click, bud.
Click the Ruger.
I'm going with the Ruger for him, bud.
Click the Ruger for. Listen, man, can you hear the hype in your voice though? That's the. I think that's the energy within the whole community right now, man. Like if you just look at how we tweeting spicy right now. We talking spicy right now. I'm sure that if you go to all the other YouTubers, shouts out to all of my colleagues and my peers, when you go watch them, they're gonna talk with a little bit of disdain in their voice because we see it.
Put the disrespect on it.
Yeah.
You gotta throw the disrespect on it because that's what we did. We went out there and punished them. That's the best word I can think of. We punished them.
What else?
I'm uploading content regularly now. I put up a little 5-minute video about it.
Okay.
The excitement was there. You couldn't help but see it.
Okay.
You couldn't help but see it.
You couldn't, man. Like everything was just smooth. And like I said, I don't really want to get too deep into it because I want to break down. Like I don't really want to just be talking about it. I ain't really positive about it. But just what I saw was personnel packages. It was so much diversity. The very first play of the game wasn't a run. Like we got that thing to Coop. We got it to Coop. We got it to Coop. And when they started playing on Coop, that's when we started getting everybody else involved. Look, Brandon. Talk about Michael Gallup, man. Just say something positive about Michael Gallup. Please.
Michael Gallup ain't looking like a number 2 receiver.
Yeah.
You know what? He look like a 1B.
Yeah.
Because the defenses don't respect him enough to put their main guy on him like they do Amari Cooper. So Michael Gallup go out there and show them that they're going to have to respect him. You know how they say respect ain't given, it's earned?
Yeah.
Michael Gallup going out there and saying, y'all going to respect me. And he make them do something. And That's what you got to do, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do.
You know
He
what?
said, y'all not going to respect me. I'm going to give y'all a reason to respect me.
Something else I was liking about what Kellen was doing is that we were taking advantages of mismatches. Like Gallup was always up against some civilian, and like Jamez was out there moving around. Randall Cobb was always on somebody that he was faster than. Can I say something about Randall Cobb real fast? People say that I was hating on Cole Beasley when I was saying like Cole really didn't give you it. He ran 3 routes, he caught the ball, and he got down on that 3rd and 10 when Randall Cobb caught the ball and he stopped and he got old boy up off of him. We know Randall Cobb is a yak runner.
Made him look like a little boy.
Made him
look like a little boy.
Randall Cobb gives you more vertically and he gives you more after the catch. That's why I feel like he's an upgrade from Cole Beasley. And I think we saw that tonight, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with him being a +1, with him being Cole Beasley +1. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
He's just better.
Yeah.
He's just better.
Man, plug your YouTube page so I can hang up on you.
My YouTube page now is Frankly Football. Made the logo myself.
Okay.
I feel proud about that.
All right.
But please go watch my videos. And I'm hoping to get my content up there like you one day, Voch.
Hey man,
that's a milestone for me.
We gonna do it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep doing my thing and keep going up from there.
Do that. Be better than me. Frankly Football on YouTube. Thanks for calling. Hey man, tune in next week. Call in. I need everybody to call in next week too, man. Because we gonna do this all year, man. If we gonna look like that all year, oh man, this is gonna be a fun ride. Thanks, Brandon.
All right, peace.
Yeah. The Buzz are back in town. I had a point that I was going to hit y'all with, but, me and Brandon started yelling. I just lose my points and I get excited. I was talking about Kellen. I was talking about the tight ends. 2 tight end sets like they ran in Boise. We played high game, low game with them. Jason would do the low game things, the flats, the hitches, the option stuff, and Blake would be the tight end that gets upfield. So all that too. What's talking about Tony. Tony was doing his thing. I'll see. Let me go back over my notes. We got one more platinum call and we got a bunch of new folk in here. So let's get to what is this? Dan, what's happening, man?
What's up, my man? How are you doing?
Man, look, this water tastes so delicious on this Cowboy W tonight, man. I can't call it. What you got for my show, man?
All right. Real quick. I was a little concerned with the defense just because, Barkley, 9 yards of carry. He's amazing. That's a little too much. Jalen Smith did not look that great today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming you'll watch the film, but whatever.
Right.
Regardless, we still don't have Robert Quinn, right? DeMarcus Lawrence did not play basically all preseason. Neither did Byron Jones.
Sure.
So I think we're going to be absolutely fine. If this offense keeps playing like this, we are going to the Super Bowl. I don't think it's a question. And I'm going to leave it at this. Did you try the Popeyes chicken sandwich?
I've been doing keto for the last few months, so I haven't tried I tried it like a long time ago when it wasn't popular, but I forgot how it tasted because I ain't had one since. So yes and no.
It's a good stuff. Listen, I'm going to leave it at that, and let's go Cowboys.
All right, Dan, man. Appreciate it, Dan. Salute. Yeah. Let's see who was up in here. Boom. Who else we got up in here? Hey, y'all, if y'all want to call in, 515-606-5187, access code 309104. We going to get y'all thoughts. Man, I want to hear what y'all got to say. 316. What's happening? Who this?
Hey, what up? This is Josh.
What's up, Josh? What you got for the show?
Man, I got my Gallup jersey on right now, bro.
Listen, Josh, let me ask you a question, man. What's your water taste like over there after this Cowboy W?
It tastes lovely. I'm going to work tomorrow. I'm going to go bragging in. I live in the Dallas area. We finna party tomorrow.
Talk to him. What you got for the show?
Hey, them boys showed up. That defense showed up. And all them Dak haters, I need y'all to sit down somewhere. Sit down.
Josh, listen, man, I didn't even know Zeke was active. Dak was doing it on his own. Sure, Zeke is top tier, and once Zeke really gets into the motion, he'll go back to being that top tier option every single week. But as of today, we know Dak can do it. And based on what we saw, if Dak is going to throw the ball 25, 30 times a game, it's going to look something like that, and I'm excited about it.
Bro, let me tell you, I argue every day at work with folks in my work talking about Dak don't deserve $30 million. I'm like, $30 million? Give that boy 35. That boy, he running the game. Give him his money.
Oh my God, that's the best point I've been making. Because look, if Dak win the Super Bowl, he gonna get 40 just off the rip. Give him his 45.
And I love Zeke. I drafted Zeke #1 in my fantasy league.
Sure.
Zeke didn't do shit for me today in my fantasy league.
So did. So did. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. But, Zeke in one of my fantasy leagues too. But at some point you gotta be like, man, look, Cowboy W is more important than a fantasy win. Just come back next week. Come back next week, man, and get your W and just go 1-1 and move on with your life, man. That's all I can say, man.
And bro, let me tell you, I've been listening to you since draft time.
Okay.
Hey man, I appreciate all you do for the culture.
Okay.
Hey man, every time you got something on YouTube, I'm listening to it. I appreciate you. Everything you do for it.
I tell you what, man, football season gonna be even more, even better. We're gonna have shows like this, and we're gonna break that film down 3 times a week. I'm trying to grind and get this stuff out, man. Appreciate it, Josh. Thanks for the call, man.
Already.
Yeah. Tell me what you want from me. Take a look. David Lucena. I love these calls. Best Dallas post-game show, period. Hashtag support the hustle. My favorite comment was Fast Freddy, LOL. What a great story. Dak was sitting back there in luxury. David, I'm telling you, man, my offensive line was just looking lovely tonight, man. It was looking lovely tonight. I can't complain. I can't hate on it. I would love to just sit back. And see what the vibe is after I watch the film and really break this thing down, man. But, oh, man. Fusty King's in the chat box. He said he's going to call in, so we're going to see what he's talking about. But until then, we got a platinum call on the line. We got Justin. What's happening, man?
What's going on, man? Can you hear me?
Are you riding on top of a rocket ship?
No, man. Hey, I'm actually in New York on the East Coast right now, man.
You on top of some building or something? Somebody kidnapping you?
Hell no. Hey, man, how about them Cowboys, man?
Yeah, man. How about it?
Yeah. Hey, Dak killed them.
Oh, yeah.
Killed them.
Yeah.
Hey, holy shit, man. Kellen Moore, man. Hey, it's going to be a great year. We're going to the NFC Championship, man. We're going all the way this year. I guarantee it.
Absolutely. We're going to win the Super Bowl. Huh? Yeah, what else? Yeah.
Oh, my God, dude. Hey, Zeke was a little off, man. But that's what happens when you don't go to training camp. You don't go to, play in preseason. But, hey, he'll be all right, man.
Oh, yeah,
we got to stop the run. Hey, we got to pick it up on D, man.
Yeah.
If we can pick it up on D, man, we're going to fucking crush motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah. Appreciate it, Justin. Thanks for the call, man. Listen, man, Justin was riding on top of a rocket ship. He feels so good. Somebody was kidnapping Justin. Hey, I tell you what, even if you're getting kidnapped, after a Cowboy W, even getting kidnapped is better. Come on, drop off. Oh, yeah, Brett Maher didn't miss no kicks. I'll tell you why. Because he was on the left hash the whole night. Press it again. If Kellen Moore was a gangster, he would always score touchdowns on the left end zone. Because if we always score over there, then Maher would always score. He would always kick from the left hash. Anyway, hey man, thanks everybody for tuning in, man. We're gonna keep this thing moving, man. What else we got up here? We got a Mississippi number 601. Who it is?
It's King Terrell 95. How you doing?
What's up, man? Where you from?
I'm from Natchez, Mississippi. You know where it is.
All right, Natchez. All right, hometown. What's cracking? What you got for the show?
Hey, let me hear that chat right quick before I get started.
Man, you know it ain't nothing to play that thing. What you talking about? You know how you got.
Yeah, I like that. I love it.
Go ahead and get them.
Hey, Voch, Pat Sherman and Dave Gettleman should have walked to Jerry Jones and said, there will be no challenge today.
Play it again.
There will be no challenge today.
Are you saying that Dak picked up Eli Manning, put him on his shoulder, and tossed him off the waterfall, sir? Is that what you saying?
Nah, I'm saying Kellen Moore did exactly what I wanted him to do.
Absolutely.
He moved everybody around. And did Dak run out of targets? I think he threw to everybody.
He threw to everybody but Jameis Olawale. Like he was targeted. Jameis was targeted, but he didn't hit him though. But yeah, he targeted everybody at least one time. Yeah.
Man, I'm so hyped about this offense.
Yeah.
I just can't. I don't got to know what to call it. I don't know what to call it.
Well, what you have is you have this sense of everything coming together because we know that this defense is elite. And last year, if we were missing anything, if it was anything keeping us from being a top tier team, it would be the offense. It'll be production. It'll be scoring, putting points into the end zone. Well, we seeing that now, and it looked like we did it easy. Even beating the Giants last year, it wasn't easy, but we beat them. You know what I mean? So now, if we continue this top tier offense, and if our defense gets into that top tier, elite, top 5 defense mode, then it's nothing but Super Bowl to come. That's what you're feeling. Let me press this button again, because that's what you're feeling. That's what you're feeling.
Hey, Voch, you know what's scary?
What's up? What's scary? Go ahead.
What's scary is the fact that we got Michael Gallup,
Yeah.
Amari Cooper,
Yeah.
Randall Cobb, Tavon Austin,
Yeah.
Tony Pollard. Listen, before you say anything about Tavon Austin,
Yeah.
what I like about Tavon Austin is that Kellen Moore is going to move him around to get him open, just the same way he's going to use his Randall Cobb and Tony Pollard.
Sure.
And I can picture it in my mind, and I see it happening.
Sure.
I just want to see it.
Know something funny? You ain't even say Zeke name. You said nothing about Ezekiel Elliott, sir. What are you trying to say?
I'm not saying anything bad about Zeke. It's the fact that Zeke is a threat in the passing game. But everybody will be locked on Zeke and forget about that we got a wide open target. You know what I'm saying? It's just endless.
Okay. Listen, I thought you were going to say you want your money back. I thought you were going to say you want your money back from Zeke, but I got you. I got you.
Nah, I want Zeke to be my bell cow, and I want Tony Pollard to rack him up in the receiving yard. That's just me.
Yeah, I understand. That makes sense. What else you got? That's it? What else?
That's all I got. I mean, I'm just hyped for the season. That's all.
Hey, man, thanks for the show. Call in next week, player.
All right.
Shoo-be-da-doo-bop. Hey, man, I feel good, man. Listen, I normally can't sing. I can sing after a Cowboy W, man. I cook like Gordon Ramsay after a cow. I jump a little higher. Every time I say Cowboy W, my teeth get a little whiter. You know what I'm saying? It's good. I want to hear what y'all got to say, man. When you walk in your job tomorrow, flexing your chest, daring somebody to say something to you. Let's see what else we got. Cam, what's good? What that water tastes like over there?
Hey, Voch, what's going on, man?
Man, everything. What you got for the show?
Oh, dude. Just feeling real good about this Cowboys team, man. This is exactly what I wanted to see week one.
Yeah.
Pages coming together, Kellen Moore coming together. You got a glimpse of what Kellen Moore does, man. We talked about it last time, but Kellen Moore is just unlocking this offense. So they have so much talent and so much resources and depth in this team. It's ridiculous. There's nobody else in the NFL that has the depth that the Cowboys do. Go research that, and we'll write that down as facts afterwards. But so I've been saying this to my little circle of guys, and I recorded this in a video I'm posting on my YouTube channel soon. But my week one predictions was Cobb over the middle, Cobb over the middle, Cobb over the middle.
Yeah. You want to know why that worked? because
it's on their trash-ass linebackers. That's why it works.
Because Cooper is
You
there.
got Gallup on the outside, and you got Cooper on the outside. Your CBs are tied up.
There you go.
You're running Randall Cobb against depth and linebackers.
There you go. And then you know what? You have to respect the run. You can't really play nickel. You can't really play nickel versus us, you know. So you have to you have to get guys in that can, you know, try to stop the run. And when you put that personnel of guys in, you know, then you get hit with a mismatch game. And if it's anything I noticed tonight, Kellen Moore finds the mismatches.
Yes, sir. And that's exactly what I was anticipating this game to look like. I wasn't sure because it was a week one game. It's a division game. You know, there's a lot of just weird stuff that happens in division games. And week one is not always a telltale of the season. It's not a telltale of the sign, right? There's still improvements to make. But I have to tell you, when I was looking at this, I didn't really see a whole lot on the offensive side of the ball that made me go, that can be cleaner, right? Like, there's probably a few plays here and there that could have been better, but it's not like you were watching the Bears and the Packers. It's not like you were watching this Cardinals and Detroit game that, like, it wasn't trash. Like, it wasn't just trash plays we were getting. This was tactician, route running, play calling that was just a next level football IQ out there. You've got 3 QBs on the damn offensive, setup in the offense, man, between Randall Cobb, Amari Cooper, and Dak Prescott being on the same field, and then you got Jason Witten down in the mix. Come on, man. Like, who are you going to pick to stop? Because I'm going to find the next guy that's open. Tell me, who are you going to stop?
Yeah, I mean,
especially in the 4 wide receiver personnel, it's like
sure. And then on top of that, like, we had different personnel packages, we had different formations. We didn't just come out in the same old thing, man. So it really ain't no getting used to it. I mean, I would say the only way to beat us is that you got to have the personnel to beat us, the players, you know what I mean? And I don't see nobody like matching up with us like that. Like, you would need 2 top tier corners and 2 linebackers that can cover receivers. I don't know if anybody got that.
Tell me which NFL team has got that.
The Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys. You damn right. You damn right. The Dallas Cowboys.
We the only ones. Wait, press the button. Where my button at? We the only ones that can beat us. Oh man, Carol.
Hey, and you got to look at that too. Like, this is only going to get better. It's only going to get better because if anybody was rusty, if anybody did kind of have some off plays, it's just going to be fixed. What I like the most, Van Der Esch as a sophomore player, I like it. Gallup as a sophomore player, I like it. Like that class of guys. Connor Williams as a sophomore player, like, let's do it. Like, I'm like the Cowboys. The Cowboys draft is just that gift that just keeps on giving. Yes, they had a graphic up on the screen talking about how well we drafted in 2016. The Giants, the only player they still got left is Shepard, but we still got Dak and Zeke, and we still got Jalen Smith and Brown. Like, we got our guys. Xavier Woods, who played nicely tonight. Man, I'm ready, man. I'm ready to just play this thing, man, and keep going. And hey, man, Super Bowl, man, Super Bowl. Thanks for calling in, Cam. Yes, sir. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah. La da da da. I got some super chats because y'all are fantastic. Thank you for supporting the show. Haley 94 where Kellen Moore was bright burn with his play calling. What is bright burn with his play calling? That offense was burning the path downfield. You're absolutely right. It's just the field seemed bigger because we just manipulated space. Like, once I break down the film and have a good way to show it and explain it to you, then we'll just like go from there. But every part of the field got used. I just love that, man, from an offensive perspective. Zeus C, he dropped a dime in the super chat as well. Appreciate you, sir. He did Dak can't throw in the SpongeBob meme voice, so that translates to Dak can't throw. Appreciate it for the super chat, Zeus. Let's get back to the calls, man. Let's see. We an hour in. We got perfect timing. Who else up in here? Let's see. We got some platinum callers. Adam, what's good, man?
Hey, what's going on, Voch?
Dosky Wars, what the water tastes like over there, Adam?
Hey, we're under a boil advisory because the Cowboys are hot.
Wait a minute. Don't say nothing else. Wait a minute. Where my button at? Push the button. Go ahead, my good sir. What you got for the show?
Well, I think Xavier Woods deserves a little credit because he was laying the wood first play of the game, balls out.
That's what I
didn't fall on it. He's been hit.
That's what I like about my safeties, man. Both my safeties are tackling and both my safeties are covering. I love that. Keep going, sir. You're 1 for 1 right now.
All right. Number 2, this next game, the Redskins, they gave the Eagles a run for their money. We got to have this 2-0 against 2 NFC East teams, man. This is a big game.
Sure. I think the Eagles kind of came out dry, maybe a little stale, but they kind of came on towards the end. Case Keenum shouldn't be getting off like that. But the one thing I will say, if you want to beat up on the Eagles, they act like their secondary is okay. They don't want to draft corners. They don't want to bring in any help to, cover people. And, if the Redskins are going to beat you in the secondary, the Cowboys are absolutely going to destroy you in that Eagles secondary, just like we did last year to sweep them. You're 2 for 2, sir. You're on fire. Keep going.
All right, last thing, Voch, I need your expertise.
Okay.
What you think about Taco and Tristan Hill being inactive?
I think we have so much talent on the defensive line that it makes sense that if Tristan Hill is gonna be like your third 3 tech, and Taco's gonna be like the 4th defensive end, there's no need to stack them if they're not gonna be a part of the rotation. That doesn't mean necessarily that Tristan is bad or that Taco is bad. It's just that if we got to cut this thing down to 46, we got to look at things like who's going to play kickoff. And I don't think Tristan or Taco are going to play kickoff. And if they're not going to be directly backing up somebody, then I think it's the right thing to have them inactive, but still on the 53-man roster.
I hear you. When Robert Quinn comes back, who's getting pushed off the bridge?
It might be Taco. It might be Taco. All that being said, Taco might get pushed off the bridge when Robert Quinn gets back, but we don't know yet. We just going to have to keep our eyes open and see.
All right, Voch, that's all I got, man.
Thank you, my
game show there is.
Thank you, my good sir. That was a fantastic call. Who else up in here? We got a super chat. Artie X, he dropped 5 in the super chat. He says, I've never seen a fan base overreact to a week 1 win. Man, y'all do this every year and settle for disappointment every January. Man, shut your ass up, boy. Play that goddamn. Cowboys need to shut his ass. Cry me a river. Cry me. Hey, man, don't come up here and try to rain on this little parade, dog. Come on. Don't try to rain. We got umbrellas up in here. Like we got enough water. We got enough good tasting water. We don't need your rain around here. But thanks for the super chat, though. Appreciate your 5, sir. Cry me. Let's get back to the phones, though. The hell wrong with him for to come up here and talk about some. Let's see. Logan, what's happening, man?
Let's go, baby.
What that water taste like, man?
Oh, it tastes great.
Okay, tell me about it. Talk to me. All right, he just wanted to call in and tell us what the water was tasting like. I ain't mad at you. Foot's called my phone, so hold on. Let me make sure. Foot, you wasn't trying to call into the show line, were you? Let's see. Let's get Foots the King on the line. Let me scroll down. Let's see if we can get Foots the King on the line, cause I appreciate his perspective. See, we was in that round table Illuminati chat, and we're gonna get Foots the King on this thing. Let me call. Let me go ahead and call Foots. Let me call him. He gonna answer the phone. He better answer the phone. Foots the King, brother. How you feel, man? What the water tastes like over there, Foots the King?
It's tasting very good, sir. How are you?
Man, Foots, I'm elated. I have jumped out of the couch like 12 times a day. I flex in front of the TV. I'm elated, man. This Kellen Moore thing, this tempo I like. How we would weave into killing the clock, then we'll get a little hurry up in there. How we'll manipulate space. How Amari Cooper sets the tone for Gallup and Cobb and the tight ends to play. How I forgot Zeke was even on the field. Like, Foots, I got so many thoughts I need to watch the film and break down, sir. Just give me your assessment, please, man.
Yeah, so I can listen. I don't want to take up too much time, but you were the first person I thought of because I wanted to speak primarily about the RPO game.
Yeah.
And we jumped into text, and it was a sneaky wrinkle that the Cowboys just put on tape. So for those who are listening and don't know what the RPO is, it's basically a run pass option.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite frankly a college offense.
Sure.
And you set up zone, running plays based out of it. But what happened is, from my eye, and what I had to do is 100% like you said, Voch, go back, watch the film. But the Giants started off like most teams would think that they're going to try to do is stuff 8 in the box.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you can't do that.
You just had receivers finding the middle of the field, finding pockets in the middle of the field, whether it was Gallup,
sure,
whether it was – I love seeing Coop in the slot. So, to me, the engine is Coop because there was so much respect from DeAndre Baker. He's 10 yards off of him, so the dig is going to be there. The slant game is going to be there. The comeback is going to be there.
Sure.
So many different routes are going to be there that what ended up happening was it literally became now pick your poison because teams are going to start off 8 in the box, but what they're going to realize is they don't have – like, let's talk about the East for a second.
Sure.
Watching football today, the East can't cover.
No. No.
Newsflash.
Not at all.
The East can't cover. Who's on? Is it just me and you, Voch, or is it Law?
It's just me and you right now. Me and you.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah. I'm not a because, man, they popping off in your live for you, boy. God.
Because it's the best. Because it's the best, man.
Vibe.
This the best. This the best post game straight. Listen, Fuster King, I wanted to get your opinion on this, right? Because I actually did this series in the offseason about deep throws and deep passing accuracy, and there's this connotation going around that Dak isn't he's not a good deep passer, but he's just as accurate as some of the other top passers in the league. From what I saw today, is it that maybe just Kellen trusts Dak a little more to throw it deep, and just Kellen is just calling those plays? Because we threw the ball deep a bunch today, and Dak hit him.
Well, Voch, I'm here to tell you and all the people listening to your show, it's 100%. Like, so Dak is he's gonna have a Dak play every game that you're just like, why?
Sure.
And that's okay because he makes up for it with his legs. Like you said, the RPO game makes everything that Dak does, because now he can run as well.
Sure.
And it's not a gimmick. He can really run and gas you. But he's smart. It's not Cam where he's throwing his body around. He's extremely smart.
Yeah.
What I will say is this. That throw to Coop when it was single high was very impressive, and I'll tell you why.
It's perfect.
He just said, you know what, I'm going to let my guy go get the ball.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw it away from the safety, and I'm going to throw it to the back of the end zone. So that was encouraging. The first touchdown, it looked like he kind of double-clutched the football when he threw it, and it was just so wide open. So some of that was scheme. But, I think that Dak is just a gamer. So he's never going to – the 405 was great today. But if he puts up numbers like that, he's the MVP of the league.
Absolutely.
But I think what people got to remember is this. Michael Gallup is really good.
So
I called him Terrell Owens, and people laughed at me.
So, Fuss, I don't want to really
Gallup is really good.
I don't really want to give up the privacy of our Illuminati chat, but you said this quote. I thought it was very interesting. He was like, "Voch, Gallup is T.O." Would you want to expand on that a little bit, sir?
So, he's long.
Sure.
His catch radius is crazy.
Angry runner. Ball attacker. Sure.
Ball.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Sneaky fast.
Yeah.
Sneaky fast.
I don't want to agree with you and be like, look, I don't want to agree with you for like Gallup is T.O. T.O.'s a legend. What are you saying? But when I list off T.O. traits and I list off Gallup traits, they got the same. They got the same. Like T.O. may be like a small smidgen faster than Gallup, but they got the same traits though, man.
Sure. Like you say, I love that one. Sure. Here's the thing, Voch, and I'll let you get back to your show because you're killing it. I'm actually was just enjoying listening.
Thank you, sir.
This offense hasn't reached its potential. I loved Kellen Moore giving Tony Pollard a look, then moving him out to the slot, doing some things. The big thing is you just pray that Randall Cobb stays healthy, because that's on third down against a slot guy, he's just going to win. He did it to Skandrick in the playoff game. He just is going to win if he's healthy. It's just a lot to deal with. It's a lot of stress for defense.
People thought I was hating on Cole Beasley, because like Cole would run 3 routes. He'll run a hitch or a slant, some type of option thing to disco or whatever. He'll catch the ball and get down. Did you see on that 3rd and 10 the yak that we got from Randall Cobb, that physical running style we got from Randall Cobb? I think we need all that. It was amazing. We need all that.
He ran like a running back.
Sure.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying though, like that's the X factor. It's Coop. So to me, the engine is Coop because he's just a Ferrari, and that's what I used in my video. I just did a recap. You guys check it out when you guys get done with this live stream.
Sure.
And I'll be looking for your film all week, boss.
Yes, sir.
He's a Ferrari. He's a 5-star athlete. So in the league, there's tiers of guys. Coop can run away from you. If Dak push that ball out a little bit more, it's a touchdown. So he has 2 touchdowns. He can run away from you. He can run every route in the route tree, every single one. His hands are good. He just needed to be in a good situation. He's in that now. I'm excited, Voch. I'm gonna hang up. I'm gonna listen to the rest of your live stream. But that was really, really good stuff tonight.
Super Bowl Foots, appreciate it, man.
Peace.
The boys are back in town. I tell you what, man, people don't want Dak to get $40 million in contract. If Dak win the Super Bowl, he gonna get his $40 million. So based on how football math work, we should all want Dak to get his $40 million because in return, that means we get a Super Bowl, right? That just makes sense, right? All right. What a button at? Hold on. Press my damn button for the Super Bowl. Let's get back into the phones. I ain't doing nothing else. Let's see. We here to celebrate. We here to rejoice together, man. Let's see. Terrence, what's happening, man? What the water tastes like over there?
It tastes nasty, man.
The water can't taste nasty. What do you say? Nasty? The water can't taste.
That offense was nasty, boy. I'm telling you, boy. We spiked the shit out of them guys. Oh shit!
Boy, you so happy you confused. I feel you. Talk to him. Listen, wasn't that just a joy to watch though? Wasn't that just a joy? You know how last year we'll win some games. It'd be frustrating because we may not score there, or we'll get a holding penalty here, or we'll get sacked there. Dak didn't get sacked today. We hit all the passes we need to hit. We put 4 touchdowns on the board. It felt good to watch, man.
Right. Yeah, I even saw Lyle sorry ass that beat somebody.
Sure.
I saw that.
Sure. Sure.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
My point I'm trying to say is right now that when folks kept talking about Dak with his small numbers, from this game you see why that he had small numbers from his stats.
Sure.
It's because we kept relying more on the running game a lot these past few seasons. That's why his numbers were so low in the passing game. And also he run the ball as well. That's why. And that's why Zeke right now today that he only rushed for like 51 yards. That was it.
Sure.
Shit. Michael Gallup had like 7 catches for 158 yards. Shit. Amari Cooper had I don't know how many catches it was, but I remember it was like over 100.
6 for 106.
Yards as well. And then also too, your boy Carl almost had 100 yards. So that's why it kind of threw. That's why Zeke couldn't have like at least rush for 100 yards because of that, because we kept relying more on the pass game more, and that's why I'm so happy about what Kellen Moore is bringing about all the fans that what we wanted on the passing game, because we just kept beating Zeke up too much for this past season. That's why I'm glad that we got an offensive coordinator that we need now, and also drafted Tony Pollard as well.
Sure.
So that's what I'm trying to say. So that's what I'm saying. Like, see, this game right here, it show you right now Dak is not trash. Look, he passed over 400 yards, 4 touchdowns. Come on now, man. And not in the top 100. Man, shit, man. I bet Shannon Sharp. I bet Shannon Sharp up there hating. I know he's still hating.
I don't even really watch the morning shows like that, but hey, if y'all want to tune in and see what old Steven and Shannon and I don't know why Whitlock got a job, if y'all want to tune in and watch them, I can't hate on y'all, man, because I like anarchy too. You know what I mean? I like when I will tear down the whole ESPN and make myself look silly over my Cowboy opinion. I love when they do that. So if they want to still hate on the Cowboys, just make themselves look crazy, let them do what they got to do. Appreciate it, Terrence, man. Thanks for the call.
Right.
Yeah,
all right, man.
Yeah. The boys are back in town. Listen, man, I got the best Dallas Cowboy post-game show in all the lands. I'm not kidding, man. I got some fantastic callers, man. I love my platinum callers, even my new people that I'm going to tune into in a second. We just get the platinum calls first. In case y'all new here and y'all know how it works, is when you give me good calls, you give me good questions and content, you turn into a platinum caller. If you're a platinum caller, you go to the top of the list, like this man here. If I can hit the daggone button. T-Dub, what's good, man? Wait, I just muted you, T-Dub. Don't say nothing. Okay, there you go. T-Dub from Wichita. What's up, man? What the water taste like?
Man, it's delicious.
Delicioso. Well, listen, man. Cowboy W, you don't even need ice in your water, T-Dub. You know what I mean? You don't even need ice in it. It's always cold. What did Bobby Boucher say when Vicky Valancourt looked down at the water? She say, it's cold. Bobby say, it's always cold. Because they was winning.
You're the fool, Mr. Voch.
What you got for the show, man?
Man, I'm gonna keep it quick. I just got a few things. One, I listened to your show a couple back on YouTube, and you mentioned something about a dice game. Man, you ain't call a brother about the dice game? What was that about a dice? You were talking about a dice game. I can't even remember what it was about, but I was like, what?
It was about Zeke acting funny over this money, and if Zeke really wanted to gamble, we can do this week 6. Week 6 would be our metaphorical dice game. We gonna beat up on these first 3 teams that we supposed to beat. But if we can beat the Saints and the Packers without Zeke, that's our metaphorical dice game. Gamble everything on it. And if we lose without Zeke, then but Zeke is here now. But shucks, T-Dub, even though Zeke done got all that money and he done took the receipt and tore it up and flushed it down the toilet, so we can't get no money back. We can't get no returns. Zeke ain't really impact the game tonight.
No, man, he did what he needed to do. It's incredible to think that we actually did what we did, and he was just relaxing. I think did he even get out of the lazy boy? I think they had a lazy boy on the side for him. He just kicked back all night, probably with an umbrella.
He was chilling. Man. The Patriots run, boy. Zeke was chilling. He was on the sideline, chilling, laughing with Michael Gallup, playing rock, paper, scissors over there. Zeke wasn't sweaty. He was relaxing. I was like, man. And then when he came back in the game, I forgot Zeke was even active, man. Look, I'm not saying to get rid of Zeke now or to take your money back. I'm not saying that because I know that once Zeke gets his wheels back under him, he'll go back to being elite, and then we'll factor that into the, scenario or whatever. But man, Dak did this by himself tonight.
What Dak did tonight was a thing of beauty, and I don't care who they were playing against. The Giants came out; they were throwing blows early.
Sure.
So a win's a win. It was a good win. It was an impressive win. That's what's important. It wasn't just a 14-13 win. It was an impressive. We beat your ass. Win.
T-Dub, like I said earlier, man, the Giants are not a garbage team, but they are a team that we were supposed to beat, and we did what we were supposed to do, sir.
Exactly.
Now,
I hate to say it, but I think their offensive line is getting better.
Yeah. You want to know why? Because if you just drop a daggone Pro Bowler in the middle of it, it tend to look better, don't it? One of your weak links is a sophomore now. He had a pretty good game. You put a Pro Bowler next to him. So you mean to tell me 40% of your offensive line got better? Of course. Absolutely. Of course it's going to look better.
And I just want to leave you with this. After watching this game, I know my boy Cedric Wilson is walking by people's locker, rolling marbles out on people, trying to twist some ankles.
trying to move up, trying to move on up. But hey man,
he dropping bags of marbles all over the place. Like, look, I should be in this lineup.
This is absolutely the kind of team you want to be a part of, man. Like Jameis Olawale, as a fullback, they don't really get a lot of love in the league, but I'm sure Jameis feels good about being a part of this here shindig. So hey, man, if Cedric Wilson wants to hurt somebody on purpose, don't hurt nobody important. Hurt some auxiliary guys. We'll go from there.
Alfred Morris left his cell phone number, the number to his mama house.
He's like, hey, man.
His girlfriend pager.
Hey, look, T-Dub, he say, man, look, if anybody want to reach me, I'm not going to sign with nobody else. Y'all come on back now.
He's picking up the phone before it's even ringing. Hello?
Hello? Oh, man. T-Dub, thank you so much for calling, man. You can call into my show anytime you want to. We are going to do this thing weekly, man. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm going to kick back and listen to you, man. Have a good night, Mr. Voch.
Absolutely, sir. Salute. Antoine in the chat box. What's up, man? He was saying, Voch, what do you mean Zeke did his job tonight? Sure, Zeke 100% did his job tonight. I'm just letting you know that Dak was the star of this thing. Gallup was the star of this thing. Cooper, Kellen were the stars of this thing. And if it's his job to be the auxiliary guy, I would say, or to be the complimentary guy. That's what I'm looking for. If it's his job to be complimentary guy, sure, cool. If it's Zeke's job to where if we're gonna run the ball with Zeke and the safety come down and the linebackers get turned inside so we can hit Jason Witten wide open in the flash. If that's Zeke's job, cool. However, Dak was the one that made it all stir tonight. Playboy, hit the button. Anyway, Miss Scouting Pro sitting in the chat box. She probably fussing at somebody. I ain't seeing no comments. I ain't saying you are, but 9 times out of 10, I just know Miss Scouting Pro like to fuss at people. How you doing up in there? Let's see. Let's get some shout outs before we move on. Jared Griffin up in there. Kylan up in there. Incognito's 5th account is up in there. Nene is up in there. JB Reed is up in there. What's happening, y'all? Steven, Joshua, Def Promise. Who else? Who else? West Virginia Cowboy fan. The King, Antoine. I just shouted you out, Antoine. Salute to you, sir. Who else up in here? Sharita's up in here. Pull Up Then is up in here. What is this? Skadoodle. We're gonna stop on that. We're gonna end on that one. Copperface King, what's good? What's good? Cousin Strap, what's happening? Let's get back into the call. Let's see what they talking about. Logan, you called in and said the water was good and hung up. What's wrong with you?
Okay, so my mom came in and asked why I was screaming earlier, and I had to explain why I got so happy.
So your mom. So wait. All right, Logan. Whatever. just don't scream and get grounded, man. Come on. What you got for the show, brother?
Well, I will go on a big rant, but I got my family at the house right now.
Sure.
So I ain't gonna get super happy. I don't want to piss them off. So we're gonna keep this. I'm gonna just state what my thoughts on the game and the positives were, and then the few negatives that I had.
Sure.
First of all, we have a competent offensive coordinator for the first time in 8 years. So.
Okay.
So. You can go ahead and play the Wakanda music just for Kellen Moore. Just for Kellen Moore.
Just for Kellen Moore. One time for Kellen Moore. Let's hit it. Let's play.
Because you got a goddamn good offensive coordinator. When you scheme at people running, when you have receivers just running open in zones, that's how you know when you can scheme receivers just running open in zone. That's how you know you got a good offensive coordinator.
Sure.
That's just my opinion, and. It reminds me a lot of what they did. Remind me a lot of what the Rams' offense is. They do a lot of motion, but I was surprised how they really ran the spread. They did a lot of the stuff LSU did against Texas when they just they're running a lot of tempo and quick pace.
That's what's most impressive. That's what's most impressive.
Yeah.
See, like it wasn't the motion. People were so concerned with the motion because they hadn't seen it. The motion's cool, sure, but the spacing. We ran a true spread offense tonight. That's what was most important. The fact that if Gallup was one-on-one, the closest DB to him wasn't even close enough to make the play. So now Dak has an opportunity where he could put the ball in different places so Gallup can adjust to it. I'll be showing some examples of that when I break down the film this week. But that's absolutely right, Logan. You're 2 for 2, sir. Keep going.
Another thing I'm gonna say, was Zeke there tonight? We didn't need Zeke, and I think Jerry knew this. Jerry knew we did not need Zeke. Like Jerry was right. Jerry, we don't really need Zeke for these first 3 games. Now we need him to be in shape for the going up into Baton Rouge, New Orleans.
Sure.
But yeah, we gonna need him then. But I think give Zeke 3 games. Oh God. So they just put out an article. It said multiple Miami players requesting trade after blowout loss day, and I was dying.
I don't want him. I don't want him because my team got synergy. My team's ready to go right now. My team's Super Bowl ready right now.
Okay. Tell me, Voch. When Dak was in the pocket, was anybody near him? Did he get sacked? Hell no. Travis Frederick is the captain of that O-line, and him being back, making those calls. And one thing I think that is very evident, I think Kellen Moore trusts Dak way more than Linehan does. Because Dak was changing protections. He was calling audibles. They would go into the I-form, and then he would audible them out into a 5-wide spread. Like the misdirection and what I loved the RPO so much. There was a touchdown to Cobb. He put it in. I don't know which running back it was. It was probably Zeke or Pollard.
Mm.
He put it in the running back's belly. He got the linebacker to come down. He pulled it out, and then Cobb was just wide open and just split the cover 2 safeties in the back. Like it was so. Dak's reads were on point, and I think that's one thing that he's improved on. He's making the reads quicker. And oh my Lord, that pass to Cooper. I mean, good God, that was a perfect dropping it into the bucket dime. It's like I don't like all these people saying it doesn't matter because he played the Giants. It does matter when even you have a quarterback that's throwing dimes on single coverage and dropping it right into their hands. That doesn't matter who you're playing. That's just your quarterback has improved and is more accurate than he was last season.
Sure.
And that's just facts.
All right, then, man. Look, you hit us with nothing but fantastic points, brother Logan. Don't get grounded, like I said. But hey, man, thanks for calling in, man. We're gonna do this again next week. Appreciate it.
All right, see you, Voch.
Y'all want to know what the best commercial on damn TV right now, man? This AT&T commercial when they say like the half good things. You don't want something that's half good. The half good boy band commercial, Summertime Lover, where they got the boy band up there dancing and singing, but they not dancing. That's the best commercial on TV right now, Doc. Jerry Jones went on the radio after this W, and he said the Dak Prescott deal is imminent. Tell me something I don't know. Dak finna get paid tomorrow. Dak finna get paid tomorrow. But listen, why are you paying Dak though? While you're paying Dak, I got two country for a second. While you're paying Dak, pay Kellen too. You may not want to do nothing to Kellen contractually or whatever, but give him a little something under the table. You know what I'm saying? Give him his own helicopter so he can navigate through traffic in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's only one game. It's incredibly early, but if that's a sign of things to come, I know y'all said y'all ain't want to showcase Chris Richard too much because he's going to be a head coach somewhere. I've heard people say things like that. Man, Kellen, I ain't going to say nothing, man, because I don't want, but, Kellen's looking pretty fantastic based on what I saw. Listen, it doesn't count until we do it versus the Saints and the Packers. Now, if we walk out of the Packers game 5-0 and it's looking just as smooth as that, I'm just going to hold my thoughts. I ain't going to say nothing else. Let's address some Super Chats real quick. Cornelius Ellis dropped 5 in the Super Chat. Appreciate you, man. You one of the legends around here. He says, so Voch, how would you grade Kellen Moore? I don't want to be irresponsible, so let me watch film first, and I'll definitely give you an answer. But before I give you like an answer, I tell you, I feel great about Kellen Moore, man. I think I just like how he's using space. He made the football field long. He made it bigger. It seemed like everybody that caught the ball had space tonight. You know what I mean? Everybody had a little extra room to catch the ball and do something extra with it. And I think that's by play design. Like I said, I'll look at it a little closer. And Uncle Dave Alexander dropped a dime in the Super Chat. He dropped the number one fan pair jumpy thingy with the headband on it. He dropped a little $10 stick. So I appreciate you, Stelios 300 Cowboy. Thank you, sir. We got 560 people watching. We need this thing up to 1,000 for next week. I tell you what, we may have to play a good old edition of Clock Game. We're gonna do this for we gonna get to the 2-hour mark, and if we still got a gang of calls, it's gonna turn to Clock Game. But we got plenty of time to get this thing going right now. So let's get into some of our platinum people. Zeus, what's happening, man? What the water taste like over there?
Man, it tastes like fucking rye whiskey and ginger ale, brother.
Rye whiskey and ginger ale.
Yes, sir.
I ain't built for that. I appreciate it, though. What you got for the show, though, Zeus?
Not much, man. Bro, this wind was fucking beautiful, man.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. Now we know it was definitely Scott Linehan.
Sure, I agree. Listen, did you kind of hate on Troy Aikman a little bit? What Troy Aikman was saying about my quarterback and what Troy was saying about my offensive coordinator? I ain't like what Troy was talking about. Did you kind of get that vibe a little bit?
I did, man. I kind of felt like he was hating. Why you gonna call that man the pizza boy, man?
Call him the pizza boy for, man. What are you doing, Troy? Because it's funny. Because it's funny. Just last year, Troy Aikman was like, "Yo, I think we need to tear this thing down and start over." Now Troy's all on the genitalia that he's all up on the genitalia that, and he want to be on the bandwagon. There's a Drake line for everything. He said the bandwagon full, but you can try and run behind it. What? Why does Troy change his tune so quickly like that? I don't like it, fam. But go ahead. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
I agree with you on that one. I don't like it either, man. But I mean, he sees what we see, man. A fucking hell of a team on the field.
Sure.
He has to jump on it, man.
Sure. Yeah. What else?
That's it, man.
I appreciate it, Zeus. Hell yeah, appreciate it, man. Zeus just wanted to call in and say, "Hey, Zeus." Zeus, well, hey, how's the family, Voch? That's it, all right. Oh, man. Isha, what's good?
Hey.
How was the game? What the water taste like over there?
Man, listen.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes really good. I was at work. I was at work during the game. Unfortunately, I work at Buffalo, if y'all don't know that, but whatever.
They don't know that.
And it was hard because I was really trying to focus on the game and see what was going on.
Sure.
But I did get to look at some of the offense, and I'm ecstatic. I like all the motion before the snap. I like all the misdirection. I really like what I'm seeing so far, too. I was calling because I wanted to ask you what you feel like. Because honestly, I know, and most people who listen to your show know that, most of the guys aren't going to be in football shape until, real football shape until, week 3, 4, Yeah. So the defense was a little slower than what they typically do. Yeah. I mean, from what I saw, there was a couple of plays, where they did their thing, but I don't know. I wanted to see if you saw the same thing and what you think that might have been. I thought that it was conditioning more than anything, but yeah.
I think it's a combination of 3 things. I do think they were a tad bit rusty, not crazy rusty, but just a small smidgen rusty. 2, Eli Manning he's a veteran, he's a professional. He gets the ball out quick. Eli Manning he just don't get sacked like that. Eli Manning, and then this young cat sitting on the bench over in New York is kind of making it hard for him. So Eli did fight as hard as he could. And that Giants offensive line is a little bit better. But I think most importantly, Saquon's just tough, man. Saquon tough.
Man, listen, I was telling Tables that because I got mad because I saw Anthony Brown get ran over.
Sure.
I'm like, what's up? I'm like acting a fool.
Sure.
And then I looked and I was like, oh, well, hell. I mean, Saquon he's a different type of beast. His legs, all his mass in his legs, he's a hard guy to wrap up because I seen him run over Leighton. And that you don't see that much. Like, ran through him. So I understand he's a different animal. I just want to know if you saw that. I just want to know if you saw that.
I see everything. But since you missed most of the game, anybody else that may have missed it, I'll be breaking this thing down all week, getting that education in. You know what I mean? Getting that film going. So everybody stay tuned in this week. And if you have not subscribed, hit the button and hit the bell so you know when I go random in the middle of the week, just like I'm doing right now. You got anything else you wanted to say to the good people listening out there?
Say it like that. I did want to say that I felt like special teams play was big today too, and it was a lot better. I mean, coverage wise, but then also too, our punter. I think that he looked good today from what I saw from him last year.
Who?
I mean, a lot of times people had a short field.
Who?
The punter.
Oh, Chris Jones. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I felt like a lot of the reason why they couldn't get really much going too is that they were getting pinned like at the 10, things like that. So I think that mattered to me too today. That I didn't see as much of last year, especially in the beginning of the year. So, but that's all I got. I just want to ask you. I'll talk to you later, and then I'll be looking at your film.
No doubt. Do you have a name for your YouTube that you want to plug?
Stop it. Stop it. No.
All right, then.
No,
cool.
But I appreciate it. I got it.
All right, cool. All right, then. Appreciate it. Hang it up. Something else I like too. last year people were saying, why is Dak not running the football? That's a weapon we need to be using. Why is he not doing that? I liked that we only ran the read option twice. I like that. We ran the read option, the pure read option. Like, sure, there's RPO where Dak could keep the ball, but there was pure read option 3 times maybe. And I like the fact that we just didn't keep doing it, that we just didn't do it all the time. And Dak only carried the ball like twice, I believe. And those are big plays. Those were big positive plays. And if Dak is a quarterback that runs all the time, then maybe the defense has to acclimate to it. The defense has to put that into the playbook to look out for Dak Prescott scrambling 3 times per series. And maybe scrambling is, like it does end up being this big impactful thing because they're looking for it. But if Dak doesn't scramble a lot, or he doesn't run a lot or rush a lot, and we do pull out that option, or we do pull out a design quarterback run, and then Dak runs it, I think it's going to be for a positive result because, they hadn't seen it all game. You know what I mean? Let's get into all right, let's see. Let's check this out real fast. Now, G from Miami, this is the Dallas Cowboy post-game show, the best Dallas Cowboy post-game show in the land. We ain't here to talk about the Dolphins, sir. So I just kind of want to hear you, hear what you got to say if you're going to talk. You need to talk about the Cowboys now, sir.
Dak balled out today.
You damn right Dak balled out. Let me press the button on you for that. You right, Dak balled out today. Press the button. Press the button, G from Miami. G, stop talking over my drop, man. You do that all the time. Stop talking over my drop. This the best drop. This the best drop. Come on, this the best drop of YouTube. Come on, man. Drop it again. Listen, so since you are a Dolphins fan and you plan on tanking to get one of the guys, like who are these players that called their agent and they was like, "Yo, fam, get me up out of here"? Like who are those guys?
I think that's just a rumor. I don't think that's like real.
I think it's facts. Y'all got smoked today. Hollywood Brown smoked y'all today.
But you know what I'm upset with? Like, I had Michael Gallup last year in my fantasy, and he didn't produce nothing. Bro.
Well, he was a rookie last year. He was a rookie last year.
I was like, I was thinking about getting him this year. I was like, let me get him. I passed. And then this guy wants to ball out.
Well, time out, G from Miami. You have all the respect in the world on this show. You're one of the veterans here. But Coach Evans, he's a Ravens YouTuber. He says, don't let Dolphins fans talk today. He said, hang up. Somebody go ahead, hang up on you, G man. Appreciate it, man. That's how we do right here. Oh man, hey, look, I know a lot of y'all just tuning in recently. Coach Evans hit me up and say, "Oh, so y'all running quarterback had a good game today too, huh?" Oh, I thought that was special. I thought that was so snarky because they hit Lamar Jackson with the same kind of criticism they hit Dak with. That whole use your leg thing, that whole system thing, but they kind of got it done with their arm today. I thought that was interesting. I just thought that was just appropriate. Whatever. Let me take a quick commercial break because we've been running this thing. What we at, like an hour 30 or something? We're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to check up on my sponsors because I got sponsors and we do it big now because we got sponsors, and we're going to be right back. Y'all don't go nowhere. Hold on. My cable is way too high. I reached out to affordablesticks.com. They sent me a Fire Stick. Plug that thing into the HDMI. Now I get unlimited shows, movies, and live TV. I'm a huge sports fan, so I love League Pass, Sunday Ticket, and I get the pay-per-view fights for free. There's something for the whole family. You can buy a Fire Stick for every TV in the house and still spend less money than you would on cable. That's affordablesticks.com. There's a link in my description. You should go click it. Cut the cord, man. The YouTube Illuminati is taking money away from your favorite content creators, and people often ask the best way to support the channel directly. I tell them that's subscribing to my Patreon. Just $1 a month would increase production and the frequency of uploads. Basically, that means more content for you. For less than a bag of almond M&M's to support the channel, call dibs on requests for future videos, and you can have access to Patreon exclusive material like my throwback film sessions. That's patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. I appreciate the support. Doski Woski. Salute. After canceling my cable, I saved $2,400 this year by switching to Beast TV through channelsforcheap.com. Some people pay $200+ a month. I paid $120 a year, or you can go $15 a month if that's what's convenient for you. You get 2,500 HD channels. 1,000 of those are in English, and there are plenty other international channels, TV Guide, and we get all the sports. One of my favorite things is multi-screen feature. So if I don't know what I want to watch, I can tune into 4 different channels at one time that you can watch on 4 different devices, and it's available on Fire Stick, smart TVs, tablets, and if you're on the go, you can watch TV on your phone. Hit the link in my description or go to channelsforcheap.com where you can get a free 7-day trial. That's a whole week for you to just sit down and play with it and see what you like about it, then come back and make a purchase. If you have any questions, go to channelsforcheap.com. Hit a little button right here and they'll respond to you immediately. That is channels4cheap.com. The link is in the description. I highly recommend it. Let's do it. Chat box acting up, man. I see y'all in the chat box acting up, talking about some Voch win corporate. Who is this? Who's that? Aisha A said commercials? Question. We gotta keep the lights on around here. What you mean? DallasCowboy.com got commercials. 105.3 The Fan got commercials. Patriots versus Steelers on NBC got commercials. I can't sell my shirts. I can't sell my shirts. Shouts out to my sponsors, man. Shouts out to my sponsors. They're dope. They're fire. Garrett Haley says you don't need lights. Yes, the hell I do. All right, so let's get back to the phones then. Let's see what's going on up in here. The number to call in if y'all want to call in is 515-606-5187. Access code 309-104. Ant, what's good, man? What the water taste like over there?
Man, it's tasting wonderful, man.
You sleep?
I ain't seen no. Nah, I'm tired though.
I feel
really tired.
I feel you.
Yeah, I didn't get much sleep last night, so I had to wake up early enough to watch the game. So I'm happy football season's back, man.
I understand, my guy. Tell us about your Dallas Cowboys, man.
I got 3 points I want to make that really caught me by surprise today. The first one was Dak and Michael Gallup connecting on the deep ball. I've been waiting on that for so long, man. All last year, Dak missing deep, and it's like to finally see it happen, it's like a blessing because there's so many points that could be put up, but Dak will miss him deep, and it's like John Kitna is really working with him on his mechanics, and we're going to see a lot of improvement from Dak this year, and I'm really hyped about it.
Sure. I dig that. I think what it is though, I don't think we saw a lot of Dak deep passes last year because I just don't think that they threw a bunch of them. But Kellen called a lot of them for Dak, and he threw them and he connected on them. So I don't even know if it was a thing that Dak couldn't connect. I just think in a handful of big games on primetime TV when everybody watches, I think Dak missed like 3 times and people kind of lost their mind. But I think if we keep throwing them deep, I think Dak will keep catching them. But the best part about it is that Michael Gallup has emerged as a top tier deep threat receiver for this team, though.
I can't wait to see what he does this year, man. Cause he didn't put up much production last year, but what he's shown us is that he can do a lot.
Sure.
And he can be that 1B to Amari Cooper. And once his rookie contract's up, I really do hope we bring him back because he's going to be a key part to our offense.
Yeah, 100%. And if like I said it, and Foot said this as well, that Cooper is kind of like an engine of this thing. He's like the core of this thing. If Coop is going to get the best receivers, and if Coop is going to get the extra coverage, the brackets, the high safeties and all that, then if Michael Gallup gets to go up against civilians all day, then I'll take that mismatch every day of the week.
Oh, he's going to eat regardless. I really do feel like he's going to eat regardless.
Sure.
But my other point was Kellen Moore. I was so sick and tired last year of Scott Linehan running that play action screen to Zeke, and I finally seen Kellen Moore do something different where he ran that. It was a play action screen, but he threw Jamez on that wheel route.
Sure.
And that shows so much that I can see Kellen so wide with his mind that he's going to put so much new things into this offense. Defense are going to really expect what we're going to do this year. I've been watching Cowboys football for the past 10 years, ever since I really got into football, and it seems like it's been the same thing revolving year after year. And it's just it feels really fresh and new to me to see something that hasn't really been done, something I'm not used to seeing every week. I'm really loving it. I'm happy that we finally get to see what Kellen's actually going to do this year, and I hope there's more to come.
Man, you know we're going to win that Super Bowl this year, man. Hey, thanks for the call, brother.
Thank you. You have a good day.
Yeah. Let's see. We got 2 callers. But I feel like in order to play clock game, we need some more callers. Hey, listen, we gonna play clock game to wrap this thing up, but we need callers. We need people to call in so we can get a good game of clock game in. So, hey, listen, if you want to get your last minute call in, get your last minute thoughts in. We're gonna wrap this thing up at the 2 hour mark. You want to get your last minute calls in, call in right now. The number is 515-606-5187. Access code 309104 is in the description. I see it in the chat box right now. You heard my voice is on the screen. Call in right now to get your last minute thoughts so we can get a good game of clock game, because, hey, man, clock game is fun on the best Dallas Cowboy post game show in the land and all the nation there. Let me take a look at my notepad because I was writing down a bunch of notes and I don't want to miss anything. Let me make sure because I don't want to miss a thing. Let's see. Let me just go up and down the notepad real fast. First of all, the Giants are not a terrible team, but we were supposed to beat them. I said that. Hey, Blake Jarwin learned how to use leverage last year, and he not done it since. We always saw Blake Jarwin when he would run his verticals, he would just kind of fade that thing to the outside a little bit, or he'll just keep running straight directly into the safety. I think Blake is understanding leverage a little bit more. He's learning how to get right behind those safeties. Right behind those linebackers, right in front of the safeties, and cross that thing up, and Dak will lead him just fine. So I like that. The personnel, Randall Cobb, man, that 3rd and 10 was nasty, man. We're not predictable. I think the first 10 plays, I want to say 9 of them were passes. And if we want to put the responsibility on Dak Prescott, as long as that's what the result comes out to, no, I take that every day of the week. Talked about Jameis Olawale. Oh, snap. Wait a minute. Wait. Don't go to... Listen, y'all. This is another point I forgot to say. I forgot to tell you this earlier. Tony Pollard had 3 good blocks today. In our preseason evaluation of Tony, we saw him run well. We saw him run routes and catch well, and him as a ball carrier. We saw that from Tony, but I saw 2 pivotal blocks from Tony Pollard today on 3rd down when he was in the backfield stepping up to block the safety on one and the linebacker on the outside. And that's one of those things to where, if Tony's going to be on the field, we got to feel good about Tony being there. We don't want to be in a situation where Jameis is he's the 3rd down running back because he blocks in the backfield. We don't want to be, we're happy about not being predictable, right? So if Tony is proving that he can, get better and pass pro every week, if he's proven that he can step up and make those important blocks, blocking the right people, keeping Dak clean. Oh man, I'm trusting Tony even more day by day. And what else? Kellen Moore trust. Time of possession. Let me go see if I can find that stat somewhere. I don't know if I can find it, but I know at the end of the second half, we had the ball like 19 minutes, and the Giants had it for like 8. That's insane, bro. That's insane. I'm trying to see if I can find the overall team plays. And I don't think we're going to have enough calls for clock game, but it's cool because we'll play a mean game of clock game next week. We'll definitely play some clock game next week. Let's see what the time of possession was. It kind of evened out towards the end of the game, and I'm thinking that's because of the garbage time stuff, but they ended up with 27 minutes, and we had 32 minutes. We had 23 first downs. They had 25 first downs. All that's garbage time stuff. But at the end of the first, we had a 19 going on 20 minutes, and they had it for 8. And what I liked about it was that we were killing clock, but we weren't bashful as an offense. We weren't conservative as an offense. We were getting down the field. We were attacking, but we will kill the clock as we did it. And we had, we would use certain different packages with certain different game speeds. When I was playing, we called it Indy, but if you would look at like we'll kill the clock on first down, second down, but like if it's like a third and short, 3rd and 2. Then we'll get to the ball quickly, try to catch the offense slipping, convert first down. Convert on the 3rd down. First down, we'll go fast again. Second down, go fast again. Then we'll get a first down again. Then we'll slow it down and kill some clock. I think that was interesting how we'll move in and out, how we'll just sway in and out of that time management there. That was dope. Let's knock these last 3 calls out, then we'll wrap this thing up and we'll go check on my other Dallas Cowboy YouTubers, check up on my peers. We'll go on the internet and go find some interviews or something, check up on the Jones and see what they talking about. 801, what's happening? Who this?
What up? This is AJ, man.
What's up, AJ? What the water tastes like over there, AJ? Because everywhere around the country after a Cowboy W, the water tastes a little better. What's the water taste like, AJ?
I just checked it out of my faucet. I think it kind of tastes like milk and honey.
You better not have no milk and honey coming out your faucet, AJ. What you got for the show, brother?
Hey, so I got to tell you a little bit of a story. So, your little sound bite that you do?
Absolutely.
The little My Alpha?
100%.
So, I was actually working with that actor this last week. I do movies and stuff. So, Winston Duke, I was actually working with him. And I tell you what, he got me extra hyped up for this whole Cowboy season because every time I walk by him on set, I'm sitting there muttering under my breath.
As you should. As you should, man.
And then this day, I tell you what, it made it all worth it. All that hype building up for the season and stuff, and oh man, everything just got me so hyped up. All right, so I got a question. I got a question for you.
Sure.
So what's my quarterback name?
Rain Dakota Prescott, sir.
What's his name?
Rain Dakota Prescott, sir.
All right. Well, I'm just going to call him Rain Prescott this week. Because you know why? Because he made it rain today.
Oh, wait a minute. Press the button. Press the button.
It's just going to be Rain Prescott this week. Give my quarterback some respect.
He was dropping dimes, sir. He was dropping dimes all over the place, sir.
He was dropping dimes.
Sure.
Raining dimes. Sure. He was raining dimes. He wasn't dropping no dimes. He was raining dimes.
Raining dimes.
Rain Dakota Prescott dimes.
Keep going.
Yeah. No, I was watching that game, man. Oh, I can't even say but like some of those, like I was hearing the announcers, Aikman and stuff, like, sure. They were spot on with all that stuff, like him and Gallup last year. I'm going to give it up for Gallup too. I was watching with one of my buddies. He's not a Cowboy fan, so he don't know nothing about Gallup, but I told him, dude, you better go pick up Gallup in your fantasy league before somebody else goes snatch him.
I think we have such a good feeling about this first game. If you're a bad team, the offseason sucks. You know what I mean? Like if you're a bad team going into a football season, sure, the draft is good because you're bad and you draft early, but after the draft, you just go back to being a bad team. As Cowboy fans, we've thought nothing but, hey, we've gotten so much better. We were in the division game last year. We lost by 1 possession, and we took that same exact team. We didn't lose any talent, and we've got better. And we spent this whole entire offseason talking about how we've gotten better and better and better. And the defense is great, but if the offense can be good, we'll be right back to it. And we're so excited because we see the offense being as good as we want them to be. That'll transcend us into a Super Bowl team. And that's why I think all this excitement and energy is coming from the Dallas Cowboy community.
Exactly. Hey, it's one other thing that I noticed in the game that kind of made me laugh partway through. I forget which quarter was it. It was on that touchdown pass to Cobb where he went right down, he split the safeties.
Sure.
They did the same thing with I think was it Cooper? The play before?
Sure, it was the third quarter.
Like they went right down the field, right where the safety was. The safety went over to the edge, and Coop just went like right there, caught the ball. And I swear Kellen Moore was looking over the Giants sidelines like, just in case y'all blinked and y'all missed it, I'm gonna hit you with it again.
Well,
I'm gonna go to the same spot. And we're gonna go right to Randall Cobb, and we're gonna get that touchdown.
That play,
and they did it two times in a row, same spot on the field, touchdown.
That play is a I think is a product of how good Coop and Gallup were on the outside. Now they were playing too high, and obvious too high beater is a deep post. Like that's easy. You beat cover 2 with deep post. However, those safeties had to respect Cooper and Gallup on the outside. They had to respect them. So they had it. So Cobb had a little more space in the middle, and with the safeties giving up that much room and Cobb having that much more space, Cobb showed us that he can get busy vertically too.
Hey, and props to Kellen Moore, because those weren't the only times that we did that. I mean, the touchdown to the tight end. What's his name?
Blake Jarwin. Yeah.
Yeah, Blake Jarwin. They hit him with the same things. Hit him with that deep post, like right down the middle. The safeties, they cleared the safeties out of the middle of the field, and he popped it right into that end zone.
Sure.
So props to give it up for Kellen Moore. Being able to be like, all right, you gonna give us that? That's what I'll take. I'll take that all day.
Absolutely, man. And I can't wait to see it next week. AJ, great. Listen, man, get me in on a movie or something. What you do? What's your job in movies?
What's my job in movies? I'm actually work on the camera and electrical and grip department, so camera and stuff.
Hey man, tell your writers and casting people that I'm loud and funny, and put me on. Hell wrong with you?
Yeah, man, I'll hit him up. I'll tell him, dude, you got to go check out my boy Voch.
Appreciate it, AJ. Yeah, salute.
Yeah, man.
All
right, man.
Yes, sir. Thanks for the call. Oh man. AJ talking about, what's up, man? I'm AJ. I'm a regular dude. I'm just up here watching your show, watching YouTube. I work with movies, and I was next to Winston Duke. And I'm like, huh? Boy, if you don't tap somebody on the shoulder. Hell wrong with you, man. Let's see. 2 more calls. Let's get it. 240. What's happening? What the water tastes like over there?
Oh, it tastes good, man. I'm over here in D.C., man. They hating us. They hating it out here in D.C., man.
They gon' hate in D.C. They just got their butt whooped by the Eagles after being up by doggone 17 points. Of course they gonna be sick in D.C. What you got for the show, brother?
The Ravens fans, they always the first half team, man. They always think just because they up this and that third and fourth quarter. That's when you gotta watch them, man. That's how they always be.
Understood. What you got for the show?
But I know you're an offensive guru. I know you seen that John with Collins. I know you put him under the bridge. You want him to jump off the bridge. So I just wanted to see that. Sure. And also, I had on fantasy, I had Pollard in there, and some told me put Gallup in there. I did something good. I did something right.
Of course, you got to put Gallup in there, man. Gallup is emerging, and I feel comfortable saying that if Gallup, and I've said this, and I keep laughing at myself because I sound crazy here when I say it. If Gallup is going up against a civilian, you gotta have faith in Gallup that week or whatever. Like if he's just up against a regular corner, just a fill-in corner, put Gallup there. I tell you, Gallup gonna have another big game against the Redskins because they ain't got nobody that can cover. When we play the Eagles, they haven't gotten any better from last year. Gallup gonna beat those guys. So sure, I got a lot of faith in Gallup moving forward.
What do you think about Collins? I know you saw that Collins play when he pushed that guy. He just mauled him over on that play.
I forgot what play that was. That was the one highlight I saw, but I don't just want to give Leal Collins a pass, man. I want to see the whole game. I want to see the whole game before I start giving Leal Collins a break, because I be the main one talking about, oh, Leal played good, and I go back and watch the film like, man, Leal was just as bad. They just ain't show it. Dak just ain't get hit.
So I also want to ask you, this is probably my last one. So with the offense, you think the offense is getting good, or was just because the Giants' defense was just, they just not that good?
I don't think the Giants' defense was terrible. I do think we were better than them. I think your second-year receiver has improved. I think your second-year left guard has improved. I think I think you just added a whole Pro Bowler to the middle of your offensive line, so your offensive line has gotten 40% better. 40% of your offensive line has gotten better. Plus, you add Randall Cobb that gives you more verticality and yak yards from your slot position. And Cooper is and Cooper's going to be on your team for 16 games. So sure, I think the offense as a whole got better. Plus, you upgraded offensive coordinator. So sure, your offense got better.
All right, that's all I gotta say. Mackenzie 2 times. My name.
Appreciate it, player. I'm gonna put you down as Mac 2 times. Next time you call in, you go to the top of the list. You're platinum now, sir. Thank you.
All right.
Yes, sir. He said, "Yo, Voch, they mad in Washington. I'd be mad if I lost to the Eagles too. Shit. I'd be mad too." You know what? I got 3 callers. Hey, Chatbox, let me ask you a question. Chatbox, what's a good time limit for clock game tonight? We're gonna play a little bit of clock game. Let me look at my time, see where we at. What's my time? I'm at 1 hour and 56 minutes. That's good to go. It's good to go. We got 3 callers on the phone. I'm going to be respectful to y'all, but in case you haven't heard of it, this is what we call clock game. It's where I set a set amount of time on my phone. It's going to be a loud buzzer attached to it, and I'm going to let you get off. I'm going to let you say whatever you want to say, but as soon as that clock stops, I'm just going to have to hang up on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to have to get you up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to play this clock game. Let me set this up. Chatbox, what's a good time for clock game? We can't do 30 seconds. 60, 90, 55. 55. Let's round it up. Let's go like 75 seconds. Let's go 75 seconds for clock game. Now, how this is going to work is I'm going to bring you on, and I'm going to say who it is, and you're going to say who you are. And I'm going to ask you what you got for the show, and that's when your time is going to start. All right? Let's run this for the cardio. We're going to go to 1 minute and 5 seconds. I think that's adequate because I really want to get these people up in here, and we're going to respond to this daggum thing. We're going to talk about this daggum Cowboy W today. All right, here we go. First call, we got 601. Where you from?
I'm from Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas.
What do you think?
Houston.
Yeah. What do you think about Michael Gallup?
Wait. I'm not hanging up on you yet. I'm not. Your clock ain't running yet. But your area code is 601, and I'm from Natchez, Mississippi. So every 601 I see, I get excited about.
I just moved from Texas to Mississippi.
Okay, where you from?
I'm in Richland.
Richland? Okay, cool. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Okay, so now that, we've gotten the intro out the way, I'm going to start your time after I say, what you got for the show?
I want to say Michael Gallup reminds me of Antonio Brown, how they play. How they run after the catch.
Okay.
I don't think he's going to. And everything. I'm a big Cowboys fan. I'm from Houston.
Okay.
2014, when they lost to the Texans,
sure.
I lost my abs. I had to get Texans tattoos on my face.
Why'd you get a Texas tattoo on your face, brother?
Because I lost the bet. I bet the Cowboys was going to beat the Texans.
Romo
let me get,
but listen, like, you understand that if you lose a bet, but the parameters of losing a bet, if it's too extreme, you could just renege on the bet and just say, nah, I'm cool. And they could just call you like a liar like the rest of your life. Like, you ain't got to get a tattoo on your face.
Yeah, I know that, but I was in the hood. We couldn't do that in the hood.
You couldn't do that? Why couldn't you do that in the hood?
Huh? You get your ass beat if you told them you ain't going to do it.
All right, man. I'm about to go ahead and hang up on you. I appreciate it. All right, cool, bro. That's thanks for calling in, bro. That's why clock game's so dope. You get them in, you get them out. 214 in Dallas. Hey, 214, what's happening? Who this?
Hey, man, what's going on? This your boy Tick outside of Dallas, Texas. What's going on with you, man?
All right, Tick from Dallas. Hey, man, yo, Tick, what the water tastes like over there, man? On this Cowboy W tonight.
Now, because I am a stone cold Cowboys fan, mine tastes like whiskey and Sprite, and it comes right out of the faucet. Cousins don't get that.
Hey, man, ain't nothing wrong with whiskey and Sprite out the faucet. I'm from Mississippi, so I grew up around a lot of whiskey drinkers, so I understand, sir. What you got for the show?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, dude. Just showing this game, Kellen Moore's first outing is an indictment against Linehan and how everybody said that it was it was Romo who was basically offsetting the bad play calling.
Okay.
But I love how over the course of the off season, everybody was happy about getting Randall Cobb, but then during the preseason, you had some of the local talking heads talking about he seemed to be missing that explosiveness, and maybe we need to be careful because of the fact that, Green Bay let him go for a reason. And that man came out today and showed he is a whole man.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Stiff arming, pushing people in the face, man. So, the water is great out this way.
Sure. Let me pause your time real fast and respond to that. Think about Randall Cobb, man, and I know exactly what you're saying. Like they were kind of low on Randall Cobb for a second because they weren't seeing what they saw in Green Bay. But like that's preseason, man. Like let people get in the groove of a season. Like people look. Even if Randall Cobb looked good tonight, he'll look even better in week 7. And he'll look even better in week 10. As long as he's healthy, Randall gonna be just fine, man. He'll be using this offense appropriately. I'm starting your time back up. Go ahead.
Right, and then my other thing was it's absolutely funny to me how people was kind of crapping on the defense, but we held them to 10 points until trash time.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So even though it was missed tackles and some of the alignment was bad and different stuff like that. Of course, and we know that'll get fixed as people get their legs in front of them or whatever. But all
right, T, I gotta hang up on you, man. I appreciate it, man. Salute. Think about the defense though, and I understand what you're saying. People were kind of like, I think that's just a Cowboy fan thing. Cowboy fans had this preconceived notion that walking into this game, and not all Cowboy fans, but the ones that I hate, they had this preconceived notion that they were just gonna walk into this game and walk all over the Giants, and that's not the case. Eli he's a solid quarterback, man. He's a veteran. He gets rid of the ball quick. The offensive line has improved over there. Eric Flowers on the offensive line no more. Hey, Cowboy fans, Eric Flowers does not play for the Giants no more. Now, luckily enough, his ass play for the Redskins, but he doesn't play for the Giants. Like, that offensive line got better, and Saquon is a dog. Evan Ingram is a matchup problem. No team in the league is just flat out garbage. Let's not say that, man. No, the Dolphins pretty bad. I don't know, but but flat out garbage, nah. But the better team always pulls out at the end. They always find a way to pull out at the end. And the Cowboys did what they were supposed to do tonight, man. We wasn't just gonna steamroll over the Giants. We won in dominant fashion, but we were supposed to. We better than them. It just wasn't always gonna look easy. All right, let's get back into the clock game. Let me check my super chats, make sure I'm good on that. Okay, let me make sure I got the right Roman numeral here. IX. I think that's 6 fresh. What's good, fam? He dropped a dime in the super chat. He say, Doski Woski Voch, water tasting a lot like wine right now. Hey, man, thank you very much for your dime in the super chat for contributing to this good old thing we call the Voch Lombardi Show, the best post-game show in the land, y'all. Tell a friend or something so next time we call in, next time we light this show up, y'all can tune into this thing. Also, let me mute this daggum chat box I'm in. Also, the 2 live shows that I do, the 2 lives that I do is the morning after show as well. So we gonna do this tonight. We gonna celebrate and we gonna love it and we gonna have fun. But I do this again in the morning. I ain't got a set time for that. So just whenever I wake up in the morning, I'm just gonna run the show tomorrow. So y'all be sure to tune into that. And if you didn't get your call in tonight, get it in tomorrow. And we're going to do it all over again after we've slept on it. 571, what's happening? Who this?
This is Joseph Sandberg from Virginia.
Hey, Joe Sandberg. What's good, man? Why give me a hug, man? What's the dealio, Joe Sandberg? What the water tastes like over there, bro?
Dude, it tastes like cream soda, man.
That's what I'm talking about. Joe, is this your first time calling me? Why are you not platinum?
Yes. I just haven't gone through.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm going to put you down as platinum this time, Joe, because you on all my platforms, you watch all the videos, you in all the comment section, you deserve to be platinum. Now we are playing clock game, Joe. So let me start off by saying, what you got for the show?
First of all, my offensive line did not get their jersey dirty, which is very important.
Absolutely.
And if I saw correctly, I thought I saw Cobb go and line up outside at outside right wide receiver.
Let me pause your time there. Cobb lined up outside. Of course, Coop and Gallup lined up outside. Jamez Olawale lined up at the Z. That was so fun to look at. I think I also saw Blake Jarwin line up out there. All that was fun. All that was interesting. And Tony may or may not have lined up outside. I would have to watch the film to double check that. But I think Tony also lined up out there. I'm starting your time back up. Go ahead.
Oh, that, and I'm glad I did not have to hear 71's number called.
Sure, let me pause the time. Lael Collins didn't get in trouble today. Lael Collins didn't get pulled over by the daggone principal. I'm happy. Sometimes Lael is either gonna play a perfect game penalty wise and get whooped, or he's going to beat the guy in front of him or get you hit with a holding call at the wrong time. I think Lael played a pretty solid game in terms of me fussing at him. So, hey, that's 2 for 2 on good points. Go again, brother. Keep going.
Actually, that's it. I'll let you go.
Oh man, Joe, I thought somebody was kidnapping you, man. My bad. Listen, Joe, I just plugged you in as platinum. So next time you call in, man, you go to the top of the list because you a top tier. You a top tier cat for me. Like, you tune in to all my shows and you hit the comments and all that. So call in again, man.
Sure.
Yes, sir. Salute, Doski Woski. Oh man, Joe sounded like he was getting kidnapped over there, boy. Joe sounded like he was on the other side of a ransom, boy. He was like, call Voch Lombardi and tell him where to send the money. Joe was trying to send me a hidden code. I couldn't figure it out. Joe said, hey, you remember when Kellen Moore called the play 45, trips left 45, save me, fire department, help? You remember when Dak Prescott got 5 million yards? Like, nah, Joe, when did Dak get 5 million? No, Joe, I don't remember when Joe got. Oh man, Incognito says, Voch, make Joe a moderator. If Joe want to be a moderator, I will make Joe a moderator. Joe got asked to be a moderator though. It's a lot of hard work being a moderator. 470, you are the last call in this illustrious top tier best Dallas Cowboy post-game show call of week 1. My man, what the water tastes like over there? Hello?
Little thing here, you doing a little choppy on my end, but I'm not here.
All right, nobody go, oh, shit, this is how we gonna end the show? Hey man, can somebody else call in so we can end the show on a better note than that? Can somebody else call in? Anybody? Please. Can anybody else call in so we can end the show on a better clock? Matter of fact, my mom listens. Mom, call in. Let me get my mom's phone so I can play clock game with her. Let me go boom, boom, boom. Let me text my mom's and tell her call in so she can play clock game real quick. Let me call my mom. Call in. So she could be the last call on clock game. I think that'll be fun to hear from my mom. She's a Saints fan, so we're gonna let moms on the phone. We're gonna let mom call in. Ma, the number to call in is 515-606-5187. Access code 309-104. Nene in the chat box, she said, "Don't you dare hang up on your mom. If she go over 70 seconds, she'll get hung up on. She'll get hung up on this show. At the Voch Lombardi show. Nah, that's what we do around here." Let me get to these other calls real quick and wait for her to call in. Cam, what's up?
Hey man, let me ask you about Antonio Brown. I'm not Antonio Brown. I'm sorry.
I tell you what, man. Let me pause this clock. If y'all was watching the game today and y'all saw Jason Witten's shoe get tied up with that other man's shoe, that's exactly what Antonio Brown talking about. That doggone faulty equipment. That's exactly what Antonio Brown don't want to. He don't want to be risking his life. He don't want to be risking his life with some helmet and some shoes that don't work. That's exactly what Antonio talking about, man. But I'm sorry, Cam. Go ahead, sir.
I'm talking about Brown, man. Number 30. He got picked on a lot today by the Giants offense, man. I'm
Anthony
trying to figure
Brown.
out. Yeah, Anthony Brown. I'm sorry. Brown's got all in the news and it's got me twisted. I'm like, if they could tear apart the Patriots, that'd be great right now. When we do your business, AP, let's up. But Anthony Brown, I don't know. He got picked on today by the Giants. I'll get your thoughts on that.
Anthony did kind of look a little rusty today versus the Giants. I think it's because Anthony does play with a lot of space. We like for him to keep, he's not the greatest man cover guy in the world. So we make him face the quarterback. We make him play with a little bit of room in front of him. And Eli gets rid of the ball quick. So what happens is if Anthony backs up and faces the quarterback or whatever, the receiver has a lot of room to get open quickly. And I think he was a victim of that tonight, but it happens.
Yeah. I think Lewis looked pretty good though. I know a lot of people trying to push him off the bridge, but he looked actually pretty good today. Yeah.
Jordan Lewis. Byron had very limited plays today, and people kind of feel what they want to feel about Byron or whatever. But I think we got a lot of corners. We got a lot of corners, man. And if there's a situation where we can't pay Byron, I think Jordan and Cheeto outside is pretty, formidable. That's what I think.
Cheeto looked good. You didn't hear Byron Jones. I mean, I'll take any day that you don't hear RCB's names called. Like, when we don't have a Woozier's name getting called and we don't have Byron Jones in, that means they ain't throwing the ball to him.
Sure. Good.
And
you know what?
That means they're taking care of their business.
Thing about Cheeto, man, that one big play Cheeto gave on the right side to the Lattimore game. Cheeto have great coverage, man. He's always in a good position, but boy, Cheeto just get hit with the best throws, with the best ball placement in the world, man. I feel bad for Cheeto on that, man.
And same. I was like, there's nothing he could do. Because even the hand that he stuck up, like if it was just down just a little bit or up. I can't even remember which one. I have to go back and watch it. But even if it was just like down, up or down, just a little bit, he would have blocked it. It was just a money situation that you can't do nothing about. It was what it was. It was a great throw. But that wasn't on coverage.
Yo, Cam, let me ask you one more question. What do you think about Leighton Vander Esch?
Money, and I got his jersey. And clock in. What's up?
All right, man, Cam, you gotta go. I gotta get somebody. I gotta get somebody, Cam. Appreciate it. Time out. Let me. Ma.
Yes.
What's up, lady? What you doing?
I'm listening to you on the radio.
You and grandma listening?
Yeah, and granddaddy.
All right, tell everybody I love them.
We just want to do the show by saying who that. That's all.
Okay, you're a Saints fan. You and granddad are Saints fans or whatnot. So the Saints play tomorrow. But what I wanted to say is, how did y'all like the Cowboys tonight? And let me go ahead and get your time going there. How did y'all like the Cowboy game tonight?
First of all, don't put me on the timer, but it was a really, really good game, to be honest. So I've just really enjoyed great reviews that you've gotten, and seems like everybody's happy, but I hope that lasts a long time. I don't know how long it's going to last.
Sure.
Who that?
Okay. My chat box is fantastic. They're the best chat box in the world. They come through and support and all that. They say, and I will tell you what, they say a lot of positive things, and mom's always watching. So if y'all say something crazy, then she'll just take care of that and fix all that for you. But Mom, let me go ahead.
You know, my Saints, but I'm your number one fan, regardless of what. So that supersedes any team.
Ma, don't make me cry. Listen, Ma, let me ask you a question. Who was your favorite? Who was your favorite Cowboy tonight?
I can't say Dak Prescott.
Why not?
No, I can't say that.
All right, Ma. I gotta hang up on y'all. Okay, sorry, bye. Okay, Ma. Okay, clock in. Sorry, Ma. Bye. Okay, I'm sorry. Boy, ain't no mercy when it comes to the clock game. Boy, I play my drop. What's wrong with y'all? Listen, man. This thing was fantastic. This thing was fun. Last time we did one of these, we lost to the Rams. That was upsetting. It was like, what was it, like January or something? I don't know. This is one of my favorite things to do, man. The post game shows, man. We all come together, we congregate, we talk Cowboy football. Win or lose, we all come together, we talk, we call in, we share comments. That's what we do, man. And this is one of the favorite parts of the channel. Sure, I like to break down film. I like to do draft stuff when it's time to do draft stuff. But I just think it's something dope about, how we all come together. We share the same emotion. The Cowboys do good. We all come together and celebrate. The Cowboys do bad. We all come together and share our sorrows and all that. So this is dope. This is dope. And this was a huge success last year. Huge success. And I plan on it getting even better this year, on this football season. So I appreciate y'all, man. If you are brand new here, we do this every post game. So if the Cowboys play Thursday, I'll do it after the game Thursday. We play Monday, Saturday, we'll do it after that. Just whenever after, we'll do it then. And we're going to do morning after shows. So we play today, which is Sunday. Then I'll be doing the Monday morning after show. So whenever I get up, I'll be setting up the laptop or whatever. We'll just be reflecting, just getting any last minute thoughts in before we break down the film, before we get our last true thoughts on this thing. All right. This thing was fun. Stelios, Dave Alexander, he dropped a $20 sticker because he supports this thing. He wants this thing to continue to be great. And he also dropped a deuce early. He was like, hoo ha ha, hoo ha. Much respect for mama. Absolutely. She's dope. She's dope. But anyway, though, this is fun. Like I said, look out for the morning after show tomorrow. Look out for the film I'm going to drop all week. It's going to be about 3 of them. And we'll see y'all again next Sunday when we line up against the Redskins to put hands all over them. Y'all, please hold it down for the Doski Woski. The Peasky Whiskey is free. If you check the door, there's a basket next to it. It's a bunch of free Peasky Whiskey for y'all to grab on the way out. Everybody, I know I told you to bring your snacks in, but throw away your trash on the way out when you leave the theater and all that. All right, let's not be trifling. People got to work here. All right, peace, y'all.